Hey, welcome to SaveState Podcast, episode 28. I am Matt. I am joined this week by my regular partner in crime, Too Loud Tech. And this week, our special guest is the Deck Daddy himself, JD from the
What's
Analog
up, man?
Den. How you
What's up,
fellas
dude?
doing today?
I'm doing great. I just had ramen. My kids are watching Toy Story VHS in the garage on a
Uh,
CRT TV.
oh, that is
Oh man,
awesome.
kicking it old
That is
school, dude.
awesome, man.
That's right. Yep.
That is
Yep.
awesome. How you doing, Tula?
I was doing great until I felt like you were like struggling to announce me. So I was like, all
No,
right,
so
maybe I
yeah.
should just call it
Oh.
early like this. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So what happened was we were doing my checks earlier and everything was cool, but then I forgot to mute. I run a second tab with YouTube and the running with the podcast live, so I like to click back and forth. I forgot to mute it, so I started talking. Then I started hearing myself talking, and I was like, "Wait,
Oh,
what was
no.
that?" So I had to adjust real quick. But
Nah,
yeah,
I was
I
just
fixed it.
teasing, dude. I was just teasing. Everything is great, bro.
Sorry
I
about
can't
that.
complain. God is good, bro. Just living, man. Enjoy my family. Break is here. Thank God for that. We get a
Mhm.
little break and get to just enjoy time with my kids and my wife um and then CES, dude. Like
Heck
got a
yeah.
couple weeks for that and just preparing and yeah, I'm gonna play games late tonight because I don't have to get up early tomorrow.
Ooh.
Me too. Me too. So I'm gonna put this out there. If any of you guys are watching, I need somebody to come play Destiny with me because Tula won't play Destiny with me because the new expansion is Star Wars themed. So I already know
I'll
he's not
play
gonna
it
play
with you.
Destiny
Can
with
we
me.
play on Legendary?
No, no,
What do you have
no.
against Star Wars?
Oh, tell him. Go ahead. Tell him. Tell him. Look at. Oh
No,
God,
you
look
do.
at, look at.
No, bro. I don't have no problem with Star Wars, bro. I mean, it's
Oh,
awesome, bro. My favorite part is when they say "Beam me up, Scotty." Like, it's my favorite, dude. It's my
I met my
favorite,
wife.
man.
I met my wife on May the 4th because of Star Wars, and we had a Star Wars wedding.
That's
oh my
insane.
God, I love you.
No,
I love you.
I pull Matt's leg a lot. I know a lot of people are like super in love with that series. I never got around to it.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
watched it or got into it. I think that probably there. I told an untruth. I did watch one. I was really young though. It was the one with the guy with the red and black face.
Yep.
Darth
Um,
Maul.
And it's Darth Maul.
yeah, Darth Vader, and no, I'm just
So close to
kidding.
kicking you out, bro. So close to kicking you.
No, so I watched that one when I was a kid, dude. I don't really remember much about it though, man. I was like, I think it was probably like 12 or something. I don't know how old I was when
Mm.
that came out, but yeah, I watched that. But I haven't. I At some point I would like to just sit down one weekend or something and just binge out.
Just
You
watch
know,
watch the middle three. You don't need to watch anything else.
yeah.
Well, yeah, watch
them
the
all. Watch
originals.
them all.
You can watch them all if you want, but the middle three is those are the ones I enjoy. I mean, I've watched them all. I grew up with them. Hold on, every once in a while I'm gonna have to
No,
check
you're
the
good,
door
brother.
because I got my little
Oh
ones
man,
running around.
we
You're
all
good.
got kids, man. We
We're
get it.
good.
We
We're
get it.
good. He
Yep.
tries to open the door, but he can't. We're good.
So,
I
back to the Destiny thing. The other part about Destiny, he, in addition to him not being a huge Star Wars fan, he wants to play everything on the most difficult setting humanly possible. And I want to run through the story and I want to see the stuff. And he's like, no, let's set it to extra ridiculous, ultra hard, close one eye and only play with your left hand. You know? So I'm like, no, I'm right-handed first off.
Yeah.
So,
So wait,
yeah.
are you a Souls-like fan too then?
I've played them. I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I've been playing Destiny since like the beta of the original Destiny. So.
Yeah, that's fair. What about you, Tula? Do you actually like the Souls
I'm gonna
games
be
at all?
I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm not a Souls guy. I'm not a Souls guy. I'm not
Mm.
really a I'm not really a melee combat game kind of guy.
Okay, so you like first person shooters.
Guns.
Yeah. So and then also, let me just say this for the record.
Oh my god.
I'm not a Destiny guy. Warframe kicks the crap out of Destiny every time. So
I don't even know what. I've never played Warframe.
My
So-
man. My man.
well, I'll tell you, you're
My
missing.
man.
You play Destiny, like if you after you play Destiny and then you go play Warframe, you'll never touch Destiny again. Unless you're just a stubborn old guy.
I have friends who've been burned by who've been completely burned by Destiny, and so one of my good buddies, he's like he has tattoos for Destiny. Yeah, he's like, dude, that game it burned me, so I'm out. But I think he actually does play Warframe. Now I think about it, but I'm playing older stuff.
Good
So
friend. Good friend.
yeah,
Good friend.
yeah.
I don't play Warframe. I mean, I'll be honest here, right? Like I don't play Warframe as much as I used to. I used to have way more time on my hands, dude. I just don't have that kind of time to give a game that never ends,
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the thing with a lot of modern titles, right? Is like a lot of them just never end. This live service model, and they just want to keep you in the game. And I get it for like young people, single people, lonely people, but for a guy with 5 kids, I'm none of that. Like
Yeah.
I have not
Right.
enough time in a day, dude. So
Yeah.
I might get in there like once or twice a month for a couple hours most, and try to like just work on a couple items or try to secure the latest Warframe, which is like a new suit
Mhm.
with new abilities. But I'm so far in that game. I have over 10,000 hours in that game. So
Good heavens.
yeah. That's why I say I don't have that kind of. But I've been playing it since 2013, 2014.
Mm.
So I mean that
I have to
still
look and
doesn't.
see how much time
That's
I have in
still
Destiny.
quite
That's
a
a
bit
good
of time,
question.
but yeah. So I just don't. I don't have time for that anymore, man. I try to play. I mean, I still play some games that never end, like Battlefield 6 or stuff like that. But I'm not
Yeah.
there for like progression. I'm there really for enjoyment. I just enjoy trying to get the longest snipe, try to see what kind of record I can get with the longest snipe.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. JD, are all these new people that's showing up, are these part of your community?
Yep. Those
That
those
is
are some-
awesome,
yeah.
man.
You
I
got
love it. So we talk
Thermal
about this kind of
Lizard.
stuff.
Rock the
Yeah.
dice. The guy I was talking about, Ace of Spades. That's my homeboy whose heart was broken by Destiny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace of Spades. That's a famous gun in Destiny.
Oh, really?
That's really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a famous gun in Destiny.
Yeah.
That's
And
really good.
Mindstormer, I've known him. He was a part of the beginning of my YouTube journey back
Yeah.
on my first channel, and we've been close. He and I have been kind of doing this for the past 4 years. Yeah.
It is awesome. That was awesome. So a lot of what we talk about, and I think we had talked about this, a lot of the basis for what Too Loud and myself and Michael Benny and Handheld Hoarded of this was we wanted to do this because it's just hanging out like we do in Discord, but we wanted to include more of the community to get more people involved. So like, look, Mindstormer said 5 years now. So when you come on this thing on here, I'm part of your community too, and I saw that you had advertised that you were coming out here, and
Yeah,
people
thank you for that
follow
too, brother.
to
Yeah,
watch.
thank you.
It's awesome, dude. It's so that's the best part of this hobby.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of hobbies, and it's like silly, but I'm into 3D printing. I'm into aquariums, like home aquariums, like fish tanks, saltwater, freshwater. People are not, maybe close knit's not the right word, but close knit as they are in this kind of community. People aren't like develop friendships and kind of hang out and just talk about the stuff. Like, I mean, I guess okay, how much fish tanks are we going to really talk about? You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, 3D printing is pretty big too. So this
3D
is
printing is big, yeah.
Yeah, for me, this is huge. I love it, and to see you guys come follow and talk and interact, man, it's awesome. And thank you for bringing them along, and thank you guys
they're
being
just
loyal
gonna
to
troll.
JD and everything.
They're gonna troll me the whole time. It's gonna be great,
and that's fine. So are every one of these guys? I watched Deck Daddy episode. Are every one of these guys an official Deck Daddy or?
Storm. So Storm's not. Well, it depends. So at heart, they're all Deck Daddies. It's a state of mind that I kind of like coined the idea of just being intentional, and kind of wanted to like do things for you and not doing it for the hype. But Storm doesn't have a Steam Deck, so he wouldn't be able to. He's not one. Ace, he's an honorary, but he doesn't have kids, so he's not. So I think Talk or Rock the Dice. I think he is an official. I'm pretty sure that Thermal Lizard's an official. Yeah, but no, they're all from the the community. They're all part of the Bash Bros, and they're part of it. It's cool to see them come out.
What if a dad doesn't have a Steam Deck, but he's trying to get his hands on a Steam Deck? Where does that rate in the can he be a deck daddy scale?
Yeah, I think you're just trying to date stepmoms. I don't know if that's the best.
He's just
look.
a daddy, dude. Yeah,
you're out there.
Well, I'm looking for my boy because he's trying to get his hands on an OLED Steam Deck and he hasn't been able to find one. And so,
wait, are they sold out?
And
no, he's talking about me. I don't want to buy one straight out. I already own Steam Deck. You know how this. Well, for you, I salute you, bro, because you are way less impulsive than a lot of us in this space.
That's not true. And, that's not true. You don't know me. That's not true.
At least you have more control. From what I see, dude, you're not sitting like, dude. If I turn my camera to my closet, I probably have 70 handhelds in there.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have
70 handhelds. You got problems, bro.
Yeah, well, no, I do have problems. I'm not gonna. You know what? If you want to pretend and act like it's just me, it's okay. I'll accept that. But yeah, no, dude. So I just don't want to buy another one straight out, dude. I was trying to. I was hoping I could secure one like a refurbished model or something close to a refurbished model's price. You know, I don't really care about SSD space. You could put a 64 in there and sell it to me. I have my own SSDs. I have way too many of them.
Yeah, you're throwing in.
You know, and so. Yeah, I'm just not trying to secure one for full price is all it is. At some point, I probably will. And to be fair, it's because I know that I'm not gonna use it like that. I'm really using it for a benchmark. You know, because everything is, how does this device compare to a Steam Deck? Oh, how does this compare to a Steam Deck? So in my reviews, when I'm reviewing other x86 handhelds, I can have that Steam Deck to show benchmark. Well, this is how the Steam Deck performs, you know, and this is how the Lenovo Legion Go 2 performs. This is how the Ally Xbox performs. This is, you know, so there's no reason for me to go out and spend $550 for this thing just for a glorified benchmark machine.
Yeah, no, that's super fair. I agree with that sentiment. I've sold and repurchased the Steam Deck 4 times. I've
you sound like Matt.
I've done it a lot. I've had them all though. I've had the ROG Ally X. I've had the Lenovo Legion Go. I haven't had the Go 2. I'm in a different stage of life when it comes to my gaming hobbies, and so that's not really on the horizon. But yeah, no, I didn't go so. Handhelds wise, I didn't get into emulation. I have one emulation device right now, currently. That's a real emulation device.
That's the forehead, right?
The which one?
The forehead. That's what we call it in this community. My boy Monto
34XXSP.
He coined the RG34XXSP, the RG forehead.
Yep. So I have that one. Yep, I got that one. I like it a lot. I don't use it a lot, but I like it a lot. And then I'm going to give you a recommendation. Take it with a grain of salt, but it is a community favorite, and it is my favorite all-time pocket handheld. Is it a Miyoo? Yeah, I knew it. Every single person I know talks about that. It's too small for me. Is it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
What about the Plus?
I can accept that.
The Plus is the same size screen as the 3-4.
This is the minimum size I'm willing to go for a handheld that's a brick.
But that's not a pocketable. That's not pocketable.
Oh, it's pocketable. So here's the thing with me, and this was a community thing I've done, is I don't carry a phone on me anymore.
You wear a smartwatch?
What's up?
You wear a smartwatch with connectivity, or?
I have a sport watch because I'm really big into fitness, so I'll wear like my Phoenix. I have a Garmin Phoenix, but I actually I wear like a Casio. I keep my phone in my bag, and I live like it's 1996. If someone needs to get a hold of me, they can call me and leave me a message. I'll get back to them when I'm done and ready. I got kids. I got no one. There's nothing for me, and I would extend this to most people except for work situations. There's nothing in life that's so pressing, right? Unless someone's of course sick or whatever. Life isn't fast. It doesn't have to be. We've been tricked to think that it's really fast and we need to be always in touch. But I mean, there's statistics out there about people who are they work overnight or are on call. Their life expectancy is shorter because overnight messes with your clock, and on-call life keeps you stressed. Well, what's a phone in your pocket at all times? You're on call. And so I've slowed my life down by not being accessible. And I don't keep a phone on my person. It's in my bag. It's like with me in the car, right? But I keep a handheld. I either keep this guy or this guy in my pocket when I'm standing in line. Both of them have quick resume. So I'm just like, all right, let's just play a little bit of game. Let's have some fun with Pokemon. That's it. And so, yeah, that I have space. So I do EDC the analog in my pocket sometimes.
That is fascinating. It is so cool.
I think it's a cool thing, right? Like I had considered this in the past to be like that, because I've known other individuals who are, doing away with, they don't want to doom scroll anymore. They don't want to just have this device lingering. And for me, like I don't keep my phone connected at my hip, like I don't care if I leave it on my desk all day, and don't return to it, but I guess my biggest concern is like a car accident, or something happened and I can't respond to it right away.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I just don't know how to get that out of my mind, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, car accidents happen. I was in one like 6 or 7 years ago. I was in a really bad one.
Me too.
But that was 7 years ago.
Oh, and I know it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
it's just in the moment that it happens. Like,
yeah, for sure. I'm not
even more. It's like, and I know these are rarities. I'm talking about things that are far and few between, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, school shootings or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I live right across the street from my child's school.
Mm-hmm.
I will be the first responder,
Yeah.
But I concern myself with these types of things. I try my best to keep my phone out of my hand and mess with something else, either a handheld or work on my laptop, try to be productive, or hang out with the family more. But I've even looked into, like, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but like the nothing phones, things like that. Like I've looked into that. And also my brother, actually, we were talking about this the other day. This is why I asked you about the watch earlier. Is my brother's kind of on the fence right now of ditching the phone completely and just using the smartwatch, like, that has full connectivity.
Yeah.
So, because it doesn't have all the YouTubes and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And basically it would literally just give him like his Spotify and his phone and text message, and then he could have a pair of earbuds in and or some Ray-Bans with the connectivity, and just carry on like that. So I think it's an awesome concept. It's really, really cool, and I think it does help with your health for sure.
There are a lot of ways to go about it, and yeah, mainly I keep my phone I try to keep it at a healthy distance. And part of that was I stopped carrying it on my person, but I carry a backpack with me at all times. So it's in my backpack, right? So I wish pagers were still a thing. I would love that. That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude.
It'd be sick, right? Like, I'd be super down for that. But there's nothing that is so pressing, right? Like, I mean, emergencies are emergencies. They'll always be there when it happens. But yeah. What's up, Myth? Yeah, there's nothing too pressing, but it's something I talk with my community about. We talk about it quite a bit. We talk about just being intentional with our time, and the idea of the analog den is kind of that. It's just going back to a time where we somehow were able to get through it all back in the 90s, and we figured out how to call when we needed to, how to be there for emergencies, how to, and I don't know what happened. Something happened. We lost that ability to do it. And I'm trying to go back to it without being blinded by nostalgic, because you can easily get blinded by nostalgia and you're just like doing stuff for no reason. But trying to be
and we all figure out our own ways to go about. I mean, not all of us, but the ones who are in this mindset, we all figure out ways to go about it in our own way. Because I have a little brother. He's currently in the Marine Corps, and he's kind of like, oh, he doesn't want to doom scroll. He actually went back to using like an old school flip phone.
I would
Like,
if I didn't have kids.
that's
My
all he
phone
uses.
is it's so easy to take pictures and send it. My folks live in Texas and I live out in California. So
Oh, he sends me these ultra pixelated photos,
yeah.
dude. Like he sends them to me all the time. Like he has one son, and he's like, "Oh, look at Soul," and like the picture is like 1995, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, we heavily utilize FaceTime and stuff, and so we're often calling my folks or whatever and doing those kinds of things with the kiddos. So it's the only reason why I haven't gone to like a flip phone or like a dumb phone is because my family is spread out across the nation, and the technology that we have to have communication is really, really cool. And so we heavily lean into that for
I
sure.
often say it's a double-edged sword.
It
right?
is. Oh, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
You know, it has very good and positive traits, but then there's also those other factors.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. I mean, I think Newton was right. For every reaction, there's a equal and opposite. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, you know? And so very, very good, very, very bad. You got to have, the higher the good, the higher the bad.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting you say this. So, and I don't know if I mentioned to you, I work for a tech company, right? So, and I take a lot of phone calls during the day, and I've talked to Alex before during the day, and my phone goes off nonstop, and I'm always like, "Hey, I got to take this. Hey, I got to take this. It's a call. It's a meeting. It's something," and we live through. So I actually have two phones. I have a personal phone and a work phone, and my personal phone doesn't go off very often, but my work phone all day, an email or a text or a phone call or something. And it's like I couldn't. I don't think I could function that way. Like and sometimes I'm off. And I look over and I see that I have my work phone next to me. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I have to remind myself to turn it off. And it's so very, very interesting that, and what you said, for every reaction, there's a reaction. And it's very interesting that's a really cool and unique perspective. I think that's a lot of what makes you and your community so unique and really kind of special. You know what I mean? Because we were giving you a hard time yesterday about we're all chit chatting yesterday. We're giving them a hard time about because your channel was called Caffeine and Consoles, which immediately we saw it and Tula said we have to have that guy on the show. That's the best name I've ever heard of any channel ever. And he just and then
dude, I loved it. Yeah,
dude. And then you explained to us yesterday why you went from Caffeine and Consoles to Analog Dead, and you still have vinyl and stuff, and you got a whole bunch of VHS tapes, and your kids are watching TV. That is so perfect for who you are. And then I dig it, man. I totally dig it. I think it's hysterical. I think it's great.
We're trying to slow down a little bit. And I noticed that my kids, I was just at my daughter had it was last day of school until their break. And she had a holiday party at her school. And so I went with my son and, the teacher and some of the parents there too commented on how my kids act and how they're able to not to just kind of like be okay with waiting. And one of her teacher is like, we just have a very different, kids are different now. And a lot of it has to do with stimulation and how kids are continuously being, given stuff, whether it's kids with iPads. I have nothing against other people doing it. We just don't do that in our home. And my kids, if they have to wait, they're going to have to wait. And part of the reason why I'm excited to share a TV with a VHS, not just because it's fun, it's because they don't have options now. We're watching Toy Story. You can't change it. If you want to change, it's over. That's all we got. We got Toy Story. If you're done with Toy Story, we have two options: Toy Story or no story. That's fine. We can go inside. We can do something else. That's it though. And it's so beautiful because it means that the moment that they're having is one it's just that. And that's all they get. And so savor it, enjoy it. It's yours, and it translates in other ways. My kids, one of the things the teacher said that stood out to me is she's like, if I go to just change the book we're reading, kids lose it. They can't sit still. They start talking, screaming, yelling. And she's like, and your daughter just sits there and watches me do it and just change the book. And she's just like, all right, I guess we're going to wait now. And so I was proud to hear that, of course, as a father, but also I'm like, how interesting. And part of me, let's incriminate ourselves. How many of you guys out there, maybe in chat or even you guys up there, when you get to a red light, what happens with your phone? Do you guys ever grab your phone and?
Oh yeah.
Because that.
I'm a proud American, and I'm gonna use the fifth.
So you pull out your Glock? Okay, cool.
No, the fifth, bro. I refuse to self-incriminate.
Oh,
You know, sorry. Okay, cool. I got. We're all on the same page, right?
No, yeah, of course, right? Like, yeah. Of course.
I'm guilty.
If I'm not like knee deep in the middle of a podcast or something, sure.
Yeah, sure. But
Right,
I'm guilty of it too. We get to that stoplight, and all right, I guess this 4 to 17 second, not knowing how long it is just too long, right? It's crazy.
It sounds ridiculous when you say it like that.
Right? Isn't that
like,
wild?
oh man, I guess
really
this
funny.
17 seconds is way too long for me to sit here doing nothing,
Staring out.
It's really funny.
Isn't that
looking
crazy?
at this
It's really
beautiful
funny.
earth, right? Like,
Yeah. I know, it's
That is
wild.
really
It's
funny.
really wild. Anyway, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Before we get too deep into the stuff, because we have a lot of stuff that, because and we tell this to every guest. So every week we sit down, and Alex and Retro Lunch, Michael and I, and we all sit down. We kind of look at questions and stuff that we want to ask people. And you're pretty popular, dude, because we have a ton of questions for you.
Oh no.
They all revolve. I mean, like 90% of them are different variants of how can I grow a mustache like that.
You guys
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But let me cover a couple quick news things first, because I thought, I feel kind of weird now because I don't know if you're going to be into any of this stuff, but there's some cool stuff that's coming down the
I'm into
pipeline.
all of it. I find it
Oh my
fascinating.
gosh.
It doesn't mean
have you heard of Meng Mi?
Who?
Okay. So have you heard of A and Neo?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have the Thor. I just ordered the Thor.
You got the AYN Thor?
Yeah, I ordered a Thor because I thought that would be really interesting to mess around with. And
Have you gotten it yet?
I know nothing about no, I got the set. I get it in January. I purchased it myself. I know nothing of Android. I know nothing of that. I've never worked in Android. I use iPhone and Mac. And so, I'm on my PC, my gaming PC right now, but I've never touched Android. And so this could be a really big learning experience. I'm really excited about it. But
It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
I'm super fascinated by all this stuff. I know how much time I have. And so it's areas that I live vicariously through others, right? I watch them do it, and I'm like, that's great. I'm not going to do it myself, So anyway, all that to say, I'm very interested in whatever tech stuff is out there. I love it, but it doesn't mean I'd ever really get involved in it myself.
So so with the Thor, when you get it, after you get playing with it, you got to come back on and just talk to us for a couple minutes and talk about it, because for me, that is the handheld of the year. It's never with outside of my reach distance.
Sweet, yeah.
And I'm completely obsessed with this thing. I've neglected all my other nerd responsibilities because of this thing for since I've had it.
So you got the purple one?
I got the purple one.
Cool.
So I was looking at getting the black one, and a friend of Two Louds and ours, his name is Clef. He convinced us to get the purple one. He said we should all get the purple one.
It's a reflective glass, probably fingerprints and stuff pretty easily.
Yeah. So Too Loud and Alex and I ordered the purple one.
Yeah.
And then Clef ordered the different color one.
We were supposed to be Purple Gang. That's the moral. Yeah. That's the moral of the story. We're supposed to be all Purple Gang. I was gonna get black. I wanted an all black OLED device.
Yeah. He convinced us purple.
I'm sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. So I wanted an all black OLED device. I was like, OLED, freaking deep blacks, having it on a black device, it's just gonna melt away. And but Clef and everybody were like, oh, okay, purple. And then he ended up getting a rainbow colored device or something.
That's I'm getting that one because that's the colors that I grew up with on the Famicom. Or not so Justin
you
Gray
grew up with those colors.
That's my boy right there. Justin Gray. Justin, I mean, they're gonna get offended. I don't care. I play favorites. Justin Gray, that's my boy.
He said, I don't care. I play favorites.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. To answer your question, Justin, yes. So some of them, I know everybody's going on and on about Game Hub Lite, and Game Native. I've been playing around with all of them. I found like a lot of the games I like is hit and miss, whether or not they're working. And I like mostly indies. The game I've played the most from Steam on here is Ball Pit. I'm completely obsessed with it. and it's been a complete blast.
So much about that game.
Oh, so cool,
Oh, it's
man.
a good game.
Just,
Yeah, it's a good
a
game.
lot of fun. What else
It's on
is
sale
that?
right now.
Yeah. Ball Pit I played a lot of. I did a lot of Portal. Too Loud, you got a couple. Did you get a couple of Game Hub games going on yours too?
Yeah, I play like I got the Bio Prototype, which is like a Vampire Survivor type game.
Oh, I didn't know you got that working on it. That game is a blast too, man.
Oh, it works perfectly, dude. I got the Hollow Knight Silk Song working on there. A few other games. I'm gonna be honest. I have so many devices. I have other devices to play Steam games on. So I really don't play Steam games on my Thor. I'll showcase it for people who are interested in that. But for me, the Thor is a flip switch, right? It's a switch flip. It's a 3DS machine. It's an NDS machine. It's a retro machine. It's an Android machine. I enjoy Android gaming. A lot of people in the space don't really talk about Android gaming that much, but I really enjoy Android gaming. And I'm not talking about touchscreen games. I'm talking about Dead Cells. I'm talking about, real legit games on there. And I think we're getting a lot more of them. I second what Matt said. It is the device of the year for me as well. I really have a hard time looking at other devices after using that. Even my Switch 2, after playing on the Thor so much, I get on my Switch 2 and I'm like, why can't you have a second screen? Because I on the Thor, I'll play, say I'm playing Pokemon or Mario on Switch 2, I can have a podcast or something running on the secondary screen. And I really enjoy that. I didn't know how much I would enjoy that, but I absolutely enjoy it. Because the beautiful things about podcasts is like you can watch and tune in, but a lot of times if you're busy, you're occupied, you could just listen. But when they say something that catches your attention, you might peek over and get a glance at whatever they're saying or showcasing. So I enjoy that while I'm playing games. And I really, really, the Thor is such a good device.
Yes,
it's a all-in-one device.
That's
so
what I've heard a lot of good things about it. I was reluctant. I had one on pre-order the first time, and I'm like, man, I just don't know if this is. It was for sure for the channel. I'm like, I just don't know if this is the route I want to go down. I was still just trying to figure out, okay, how hard am I going to go in the paint with this retro stuff? And after a little bit of time, my buddies got it. I got it in hand. One of my good friends. We were having a night we were playing Magic, and I got to check it out, and I was like, "This is awesome! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger and stuff."
Dude,
we'll see.
I'll tell you what, brother. Like, if there was one device, like for knowing how you are, where you're very selective on like acquiring new devices and bringing it into the fold. If you were just gonna get one of these emulation devices to have that's like does it all, it would be the Thor.
That's
awesome choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly why I chose it, because I don't want a closet full of handhelds. I want one that's good enough to do, because emulation handhelds, I mean, we've been podcasting for 33 minutes since 7 came out. Like there's so many.
Yeah.
And four of them were by Anbernic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I
Absolutely.
I can't keep
Absolutely.
up. And they're starting to get pretty pricey because they're good, they're capable, and Retroid puts out good stuff. I'm a super huge fan. One of my biggest online inspirations is Wolf Den, and so I know a lot about emulation because of Wolf Den's coverage. And
Wolf's awesome. He's awesome.
He's great.
Awesome.
I love watching his stuff. But again, I don't want to get one and be like, oh, this one's gonna have this feature and that one's gonna have I'd rather just get the mothership and then just kind of check it off and move on.
So for a long, I'll say, like, for a long time in this space, it was kind of like that. Like, you needed this device for PSP, you needed that device for this, and I never really felt like I was at a point where like this is my device for everything. And I tried a couple times with like Odin 2 Pro, Odin 2 Mini. Like, it's funny because the devices that I try to do an all-in-one always end up being AYN products. And here we are again, the Thor AYN product, and it is the all-in-one product. The battery life is amazing. It is pocketable. And I'm biased though because I really love clamshell devices.
Me too.
Clamshell devices are the most like they're self-protective, right? I
Yep.
put it in my pocket. I don't have to worry about the screens getting damaged. And it's a really I think you're gonna really enjoy it. I look forward to seeing what you feel about it.
All right, 3 quick. Well, first things first. Justin, man, we appreciate you stopping and say what's up. He says he's got to take off, so we appreciate the support, Justin. You rock, man. 2 other things. For Johnny, yeah, I get that, right? Because the 477M has that bigger, beautiful screen for 4.3. Because the Thor has a 4.3 screen. Well, it's not 4.3, but it's great for 4.3 on the bottom. Something I don't know if you saw. Did you see that they have a stack shoulder mod for the freaking 477M now? Go check it out. It's on Etsy, man, and I think it's like $15 or something. So you can actually have stacked shoulders, because that's what the one thing I thought the 477M was missing. But I do agree that's an amazing device for 4x3. And then the other thing was, Rock was asking if you can use this as an MP3 player.
Absolutely,
so it does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. It's got Bluetooth, and I know I have, because I'm a dork. I have a an audiobook player app on here, so I'm sure all the MP3 player apps that work on Android will work on this thing. So excellent device for that as well.
I think we might have an analog winner, so we can ditch the subscription services.
Yeah,
and I think you're gonna enjoy that device, dude. Like I had to, I explained for a while in the podcast a couple times how it may seem like the community is glazing this device, and it may feel like an initiative, like a big push, but I bought mine out of pocket. I wasn't given this device. Matt bought his out of pocket. He wasn't given this device. Same. We have no reason, dude. It really just is the best device this year. It might be the best device in the last 2-3 years, dude. Like, if I'm being really, really honest, for me at least, in my opinion, it honestly is, and it's actually stopped me from ordering other devices. Like I see other devices, and I'm like, oh, I know I probably should for review or for content. But it's like, why? Like, I'm not putting the Thor down for it. I know it already in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna put down the Thor. You know, even now when I'm going to CES, I'm thinking like, you know, even chat, like what device, if you guys were gonna bring one device with you for CES, what would it be? I'm thinking the Thor. You know, like why would I bring anything else? But I'm curious what everybody else thinks. Hey, I have a question for you, and being that you are such a coffee lover, what is your favorite coffee or espresso?
Oh, that's tough, man. My favorite coffee, I mean, I'm a huge fan of like small batch Kenyan coffees. I love that region. They make some of my favorite coffees out there. So
is that the one where the animal eats it and then poops it back out and then? I'm just kidding, dude.
I'll give you $1 if you know what that is. If you know the name of it without looking it up.
No, I can't remember it. If I did, I would have said it. I've looked at it a couple times, but
it's called Kopi Luwak. It tastes like crap. No, it's awful. It tastes awful. It's not. I've tried it. It's a gimmick. I think it's a gimmick. But anyway, I like single origin Kenyan coffees a lot. If we're going to a coffee shop and it's a nice coffee shop, I get a flat white. That's my go-to. I always get a flat white.
Somebody about a minute ago said flat white.
They know.
Yeah, Rock said flat white about a minute ago. That's really funny.
So they know I get flat white.
Explain to me, because I'm not. I love coffee, but I'm not familiar with a flat white.
A special.
You don't know what a flat white is, loser? Go ahead, tell him.
You don't know? No, hold on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, don't tell me, Matt. You take over this.
No, I'm drinking my flat white.
Take over, brother.
You're drinking your flat white. Okay, flat white. Flat white is very small. It is not in a mug the size of your head. So coffee at a specialty coffee shop, coffee is done is named based on the way it's made, right? So you have espresso, which is going to be the equivalent of about 2 shots that you get at like Starbucks, right? And it's just one extraction to be called espresso. And then you have macchiato, which is Italian for marked. They literally just drop a little bit of just a tiny bit of milk in that's it. That's all she wrote, right? It's still 2 parts espresso, 1 part milk. It's very more it's espresso forward. Then you have something called a cortado, which is equal parts espresso and milk, and it's served warm, not hot. And that's because when you warm milk, it expands the proteins and the sugars released, and you have the sweetness of the milk, the most sweet milk can get naturally. And so that's a cortado. And then you have the flat white. The flat white is just a little bit more milk. It's about a 6 to 7 ounce beverage. It's still very espresso forward, but you get the creaminess of the milk. It's another sip, maybe 2 sips more than a cortado in beverage ounces. So again, 6 to 7 ounces versus 4 to 5. And it's just the perfect thing. And then from there you go latte, 12 ounces, and you add vanillas or whatever. Lattes are just too much milk for me. So the flat white is perfect. It's incredible. It's a shot of espresso, 2 shots of espresso.
It's funny listening to you because you just reminded me of a buddy. I have a buddy named Orlando. He was a Marine, absolute badass operator, dude. Like insane operator. Wrote the manual on terrorist tactics for the Marine Corps. Now he's a contractor for one of the biggest contracting firms in the nation. Well, not even a contractor. He's very high up in this contracting firm, and it's funny to me because his dream his whole life was to be a barista. And it's hilarious because he's like, you see him and he's this brolic monster, dude. And his dream, like you go to his house and he makes you the most beautiful espresso you can ever drink in your life, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So when you're explaining it to me, he's just as passionate. Like he will explain it to me just the same way, and it's just hilarious looking at it coming out of this beast, dude. Like, man, yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever tried Cuban coffee?
Yeah. Oh, I've had that. The I think it's called the Cubano shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It's fine. I think it's great. I don't have favorites.
That's why I'm curious. I
wouldn't choose it.
Biased, but
I wouldn't choose it first over anything else. It's fine. I have been in coffee. I worked in specialty coffee for about 10 years, 8 years. I worked in coffee as a whole for about like 12. And so coffee is some that is just at my heart and soul. I love it. I have like a whole crazy setup in here at the house. But I still drink Starbucks. Like that's fine. It's okay. I don't care. It's okay.
Wait, hold on. Give me a minute. Wait a minute. You're not comparing Cuban coffee to Starbucks right now.
No.
Dude. No. You're not doing that, dude.
No. I'm saying that there's nothing that exists in the coffee space where I'm going to say, no, I'm too good for that. But I don't like adding things to my espresso.
Hold on, brother. Listen. So we have this thing here.
Do it. Go ahead. Do it
regularly. And
do it.
Dude. Wait, where's the new
Lopez
one, man?
Which one? Just
right here. No, here we go.
Black beans or pintos?
Well, every week, unless you've already been here, we're not going to beat you over the head to answer it every time. But every week we ask our guests, if you had to choose one and only one, what do you prefer, black beans or pinto beans?
Oh, my wife makes the best fresh pinto beans I've ever had in my life. My wife's Mexican. Pinto for life.
I would kick you but I really like you, bro. So
she makes fresh pinto beans. Oh, are you kidding me, man? With some bacon fat in there, and lets it.
Lopez, you got it, bro. You heard the answer.
Fresh tortillas. You just put it all. You have beans and tortillas with fresh. Oh, dude, get out of here.
I love it.
But I like black beans. I eat black beans in chili and on nachos.
But so I'm curious, right? So. My brother is from Jalisco, Mexico.
Yeah.
And he would admit to me as much he would choose pinto bean every day because it just feels right.
It tastes good.
But he will admit to me quietly that black beans are better.
No, he
very quietly.
If I had to choose one, I would choose pinto because my wife's pinto beans. But that's the only time I eat pinto beans. Every time anywhere else, it's always black beans.
Yeah.
So my wife and my my father-in-law, the beans are incredible. But I would
Oh,
never
dude.
eat. I don't eat pinto beans anywhere else. So I
Yeah.
guess I mean
He's just trying to save your feelings. He's trying to save your
Thank you.
feelings.
Well, it's
I
working.
don't-
It's working. It's
I don't know if
working.
that helps you.
I feel so much. I feel so much better. So D Lopez asked, is coffee bean considered a black bean or a pinto?
I'd say it's a pinto bean because it only becomes black because you roast it. It actually is
Yeah.
originally tan and green. So I'd say it's pinto.
Man, my heart is just, you're just taking my heart like this and you're between your fingers and just squashing it, brother.
It's gotta say it's a pinto bean because it's not naturally.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
I'm
I
just
hate-
playing.
I
Hey,
hate to
so
break your heart.
with the coffee, what is
Yeah.
your favorite food or complimentary snack to eat with a coffee?
Yes.
So my dad's from France. French was my first language. I grew up going out there.
Awesome,
so it's
dude.
it's a croissant, a butter croissant, a real one though, not like a beanbag chair from a local donut shop. I'm talking
Yeah.
this thing you touch it. and
Fire,
you-
fresh, like
yeah, if you touch your pants, you got grease stains. Like it's
yeah, Ooh.
real. And recently cigars, actually, to be honest. My buddy got me into smoking cigars. I had a cigar with a cup of coffee, and I couldn't believe how
cigars
delicious it
amazing.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cigars amazing with a coffee.
So
What is your go-to, Matt,
So for snacks,
for a snack or a complimentary little item to eat with a coffee?
it depends. So we have a thing in Latin culture, and well, your wife's Mexican. So I don't know if they do it in Mexico. We put cheese in the coffee. We
So we don't.
queso
I know
papa,
that though.
which they call it, yeah, and we put it in the bottom of the thing,
Mhm.
and it eats, and the cheese melts, and it absorbs some of the sweetness from the milk and everything, and then you eat it with a cracker afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. Is that a Cuban thing also? Or is that just a Puerto Rican thing? So Alex is both Puerto Rican and Cuban, where I'm just Puerto Rican. So he's got a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? He's got a little bit more variety in his culture than I do. Right. So I don't know.
I've never tried that. I've never seen that.
I've heard of that
okay.
before.
So for us growing up and with my grandmother, pan de agua, like
Pan
Cuban
de agua,
bread.
yes, absolutely.
Cuban bread with some butter.
Spread,
Mhm.
Oh,
and you bite
dude,
into it, and
with
it's just
coffee.
dripping everywhere.
Oh my god, amazing! This is the
Yeah.
best with coffee, dude.
That's-
You guys
So I
have
had that-
Cuban bakeries out on the West Coast?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, the best bread you ever had, man.
Well, it's tough because my dad's French, so I've had.
Yeah,
fresh
I was gonna
baguettes
say you
and-
can't say that
Oh,
to
yeah,
a French
okay,
man, dude. You
okay.
can't tell him
I
like
mean,
Cuban bread is
Best
the
bread
best
I
bread.
ever had. Best bread I ever had.
Yeah, croissants are great, but growing up, my breakfast as a kid, I was very, very large as a kid, was a fresh baguette out of the oven with some butter dipped in hot chocolate. That was my breakfast.
Oh, that's very,
Delicious,
very. A
delicious.
baguette is a very. I would say that's very close to a pan de agua.
I've had pan de agua.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just a little lighter. The pan de agua. The baguette is a
it's-
little bit
it's not
more
as-
heavy.
the
and like-
crust
yeah.
isn't as tough.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's another great thing. Just a good baguette with some butter and some coffee.
so
So
good.
baguettes are fire, dude. Baguettes
It's so
are
good.
Delicious, man.
I'm right
Delicious.
now. So just having this conversation is killing me because I'm right now in the middle of just cutting carbs from my diet completely. I don't really talk about it on the podcast much, but I'm normally 180 pounds my whole life. 180, 170 to 180, and I've just gained so much weight over the last 2 years. And I'm just trying to cut down, be a little bit more active, remove some of those filler foods, and
Tough, man.
stop snacking so much, right? It's like it's so convenient just to reach over and grab, especially when you got a house full of kids, right? Like everybody with a house full of kids has a pantry full of snacks, dude. So
Yeah.
it's like it's difficult, bro. It's so hard, but I really
What are
wanna-
you aiming for? What are you aiming for? You just trying to eat healthy, or you trying to get low weight? JD, I don't know if you know, but I've lost like 60 pounds in the last year.
Congratulations. It's tough, man. I when I was in high school, I was 280, and I lost over the course of a year, I lost about 100 pounds.
Yeah, it's challenging, and
It's
again,
tough.
I'm like that, bread and pasta and rice, and that was just my
For
thing
me, it was all
the time.
yeah.
So for the longest, for me, 200 had been the heaviest I'd had ever been in my life, but that was while I was in the service, and it was not fat,
Mhm.
Yeah.
But afterward, now I'm 220 now, and it's
Mhm.
not from the service. It's not from working out, dude. So it's like I don't I got to the point where it's like I'm thinking like, oh, I need to start buying new clothes. But before I do that, I just prefer to lose weight. Like, why give into this? Why give
don't
into
give in.
this and just start buying new clothes and getting rid of all my old stuff if I could work on myself? This is a sign to me that I should start working on myself. Why buy up? Like,
that's the headspace, baby. I love that. I love hearing that.
And
That's exactly that's what it is.
It's definitely a good mindset to start with, because that was how my wife and I started. You know, I don't know if I told you, but Chrissy's lost 100 pounds, and the time that I lost 60, she lost
nice,
100.
dude.
I mean, unfortunately, it was primarily out of her ass, but I mean, whatever, out of her, and you know,
I'll pray for you.
Yeah, her butt and her boobs are gone now, but whatever. I still love her.
It's hard.
She's probably not watching. Hopefully, she's not watching. Hopefully, she's not watching right now. So,
dude, it's coming up those stairs right now, dude.
You can come stay at my place if you need a place.
You're gonna see a baseball bat around the corner first, right?
You guys don't throw flip flops out there?
Yeah, sometimes she does. She's Italian Polish, right? So she's.
That's baseball bats. Oh yeah,
that's baseball bats.
Plates.
So and it is the mindset. I think that was the biggest success for us. So I think you're on the right path there. I have to tell you a couple things. You know, first off, you said in 2 years. I mean, we've been pretty close buds for the last 2 years.
Good job, Mindstormer.
Feeling like
good job, dude.
You quietly pointing the finger at me, but I'm not going to say nothing about that. That's first off. Secondly, I just want to, regardless of what weight.
Well, you said that I kind of lost the conversation.
Okay,
I was reading the chat. You're saying that I was pointing the finger at you about something?
Yeah, because you said in the last 2 years you gained that weight. We've been pretty close for the last 2 years, so I feel like you kind of passively pointed.
Oh no, don't. But look, I want to say,
I heard that.
Don't assume that that's what I'm saying. It is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It absolutely is what I'm saying.
That's what I heard. I was like, So that's for sure his fault. Yeah.
So 2 things. One of the best things you can do about changing your diet is get rid of those terrible ass black beans and switch to pintos. That's
I would say,
Yep. You see, the expert said it. And
I'm
secondly,
gonna be fair. I'm getting rid of beans completely for a while, dude.
Are you going paleo, baby? That's how I lost like 60 pounds. I went full paleo.
I'm getting rid of beans completely. It's gonna be hard, but I just have to do it, dude.
Why get rid of beans? Beans are amazing because you have.
I mean, they're a great source of protein, right? But they are also a carb.
Okay, so I couldn't eat beans without eating rice, so that's the catch for me.
Oh yeah.
The other thing too is that even if you get to 150, bro, you're still gonna be ugly as shit. So I don't know if that's impacting. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't win. I can't win on all fields, dude. I know. I accept that already. Like, right, I've been here long enough. I know. I can't win them all.
Fair enough. Okay.
I have to take my W's and just be happy with them.
This kind of stuff, this kind of talk, just it makes me so stoked. I was a personal trainer for such a long time, and to hear this and to hear that, it makes me so. I'm encouraged by you, like wanting to do that for yourself. Oh no,
that's my wife, and we're gonna be in Vegas with Matt and his wife in a couple of weeks.
So it's over. This is the last time we'll ever see Matt. Okay.
Yeah, that's it, dude. And you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
thanks,
it's like Matt's gonna stay in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's hysterical.
No, I love these conversations, dude. It's a real conversation, and I think that I like I'm a tech reviewer. Matt's a tech reviewer. You like to talk about it, but you do a lot more of this on your side, which I envy a bit. As far as like the health and wellness and things like that. But I think it's really important because it's a side of it that we don't really, not a lot of us get into talking about. And I think it's very important. And actually, it actually ties into a question that I had for you. And so I had a question here, and my question was, are new games weighing on our mental and or our subconscious? Like, because I watched some of your videos and man, that especially your last one with the Game Awards and everything like that kind of really struck a chord with me. And I think we all have our line that we say we won't cross, but then like, this game is so popular, like let me just try it or let me play it, or or my friends want me to get into it, and you kind of get pressured into playing it. But what do you think is like how like detrimental can that be to one?
Yeah, I
Especially the
don't
young
think
mind, right? Like
yeah. I don't think that if someone, how do I articulate this? I don't think that if some kid plays Call of Duty, he's gonna go do what we've
yeah, yeah,
seen on TV. I don't think that that's ridiculous. That is a scare tactic that we see politicians use
agreed.
to try to do
Agreed.
weird things in government. I don't think that that's true at all. What I think that gets discredited on a regular basis is the weight that exists and that weighs on us and that we now have to carry after experiencing something that could be potentially traumatic if it was in real life. So I'm going to use a real life example for that worked with me. I was watching the Game Awards. The Divinity trailer came on. We watched, for anyone who knows what that trailer was, it's extremely gruesome. There was every single thing that in excess. So there's excess of drinking. There was an excess of sexual content. There was an excess of violence, excess of occult, excess of religion, excess of everything at its highest point. And we as the viewer were exposed and experiencing that from there. Now, did any of us go out and replicate anything there? No, obviously not. That's ridiculous to assume. But the unfortunate reality is we now have been faced with these visuals and we have two things that we have to consider. And one of the considerations is, do I just go, well, it's just a thing and start to desensitize myself? Or do I go, I reject that. It's too much for me. This isn't something I should be experiencing, even if it is fake. And I want to stay away from that because I want to keep what is entering in my mind to be pure and clean. I'm not talking about being like Hello Kitty only, but I'm just saying the stuff weighs on us as humans. It's impossible for it not to. And so just as an EMT sees gruesome things on the side of the road, seeing that in video games, even though we know it's fake, we're still seeing it. And I think that the detriment isn't that someone's going to go out and commit these acts. It's that it weighs on us and it slowly chips away at our personality to where when we do experience real like extraordinary trauma, we now dismiss it and don't grow from it and don't react to it. And then we start to like want stuff that's more traumatic to watch. I mean, Stranger Things, I loved the series. I haven't watched the newest season because my mind shifted. I'm just kind of keeping that kind of stuff out of my mind. But if you notice the first, second, and third season, it got more intense, right? The visuals got much more intense to where the third season, which I enjoyed to a certain degree, was exponentially more horrific in nature than the first season by a long shot. And I think it's because we get to a point where like we just aren't going to react unless it's intense and crazy. Kind of like someone who eats hot sauce. They get to a point where they're like, I just need to drink capsaicin, otherwise I'm not going to feel it. Right? That desensitization, I think that it might not.
I want to say I feel like that was a personal shot. But
do you eat hot sauce?
The hot sauce. Yeah, the hot sauce.
Oh, dude, I'm a hot sauce
As
fiend.
soon as you said it, I thought of him. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fiend, dude. Our base, our low, our mild is habanero. That's our mild.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, bro.
We go up from there,
Yeah.
That's eggs. That's just eggs. Habanero and eggs. That's fun. Right?
That's ketchup, dude.
Yeah, it's whatever. We're at French fries, habanero. We're good. Yeah.
Wait till you guys get to Michael Benny's age, then you'll be questioning that train of thought.
But
Michael
anyway, Benny, I don't think that it's like inherently gonna kill somebody to watch these now. But what I do think is that maybe we just don't need to. Maybe it's not necessary. And my comments over the past day since I posted that video, I've seen plenty of people that are like me, fathers, who are just like, I feel this. I didn't know how to articulate it, but I feel that like
I went through the comments of that, and I was so like I was really inspired by the it was overwhelming how positive the chat was. Like the reaction. I expected people to
light me up, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I was so surprised when I went through that chat and I saw how many people actually agreed with you.
I was like, pretty surprised too.
Oh, yeah. It really wowed me, to be honest.
And
two things with that. Well, first, Tulad and I were talking about this earlier. I think it's pretty impactful what you're saying there because I also watched it and something that you didn't mention. I thought you were going to mention when you talk about Stranger Things. Do you remember what you said in your video about why you stopped watching Stranger Things?
Oh yeah, because it messed my wife and I sleep cycle up. We just were stressed. We were just genuinely stressed. We weren't
Right?
scared. We weren't like, oh, there's monsters in the closet. We just were stressed.
You weren't worried about like the Demigorgon under your bed? No, I'm just kidding.
I play D&D. I know how to roll for that.
I know how to roll for
Oh my God.
that.
So, and GG Gamers Generation is a buddy of ours as well. You know, as is kind of commenting here, and he's making a lot of good points. You know, to what you're saying about how it impacts our brains and stuff. And funny enough, something else that you said in that video when you were making a reference to when you're talking to your daughter's friend about how her mom doesn't let her watch certain things because it impacts her brain, and your response to her was, "Yeah, all of it impacts your brain, the music, the media." And I think that's kind of where we're at. And I think part of what Gigi was saying was specifically that Divinity trailer was tough to watch. Was something that so I have two boys. My youngest is 12 years old. He's on a spectrum. He's autistic, very high functioning. But you know, for a 12-year-old, his maturity level is lower, which is pretty common for children on the spectrum. And so there's certain things that I try to shield him from. Not, and if he wasn't on the spectrum, I probably try to shield him from too. I don't think I could let him watch that trailer because that was too much, even for me. So to let him watch it, it was be so. I think there's a really good point to what you're saying there about how that impacts stuff and how impressionable children, especially younger children or children maybe a little less mature than others, can handle that. And I think there's something deep to that.
In games, it doesn't matter what label you slap on them; they're accessible from every age group. People think, oh, it's an 18 up game. Come on, dude, give me a break. You don't think how many kids bought GTA when it was at GameStop and they were 12 years old? Like, come on. And this is the stuff that enters the brain. And I don't want it to be mistaken of some like, I got some comments in there that were kind of funny. Oh, this guy's a Puritan, whatever. I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, come on. I am someone. I'm a man of faith. I hold very strong to my convictions. I am a self-proclaimed Christian. I profess that. Whatever. But I'm not coming at it from that perspective. I'm purely coming at it from a perspective as a human and as a father and as a husband.
Right.
When I leave the office, right, game, the thoughts in my mind, I want to be whimsical. I want to exit and be able to see my kids on the couch and, oh, yeah, I was just playing Mario. I was just playing Animal Crossing or whatever, Expedition 33, maybe a little bit of that. But I don't want to leave the room having to decompress. That doesn't sound like a good use of my time. And so, and that's where I come. That's how it comes out.
You just said something that triggered something, and I'm going to take this into a lighter subject, but I have to show because this is hysterical, and I have to show people this. And let me see here. Because I just thought this was hysterical. Let's watch this. This is from his the video he released yesterday.
Oh, I know what you're gonna show me.
Yes, so good.
John Cena's final wrestling match. He exits my room all riled up, filled with gusto, and I hear a scream from the other room from my wife. Immediately, I'm like, "What is happening?" He had bit her. Unprovoked. He just bit her. And it didn't hit me till moments.
Wait. So, like, the music stopped and his whole face changed. And he's like, he bit her. Unprovoked.
I love that part too, dude. I was like, man, that's my son, dude.
He was so amped up from watching John Cena's match, which was, was what it was. But yeah, he got he was real rowdy. He was real rowdy after that.
Oh, so good, man. I watched that. I just kept rewinding and just your reaction and how the music cut off.
For my wife. Immediately, I'm like, what is happening?
Wait, what the?
He had bit her. He just bit her. And it didn't hit me till moments later.
Oh my God, dude, that was great. So good, man.
That was great.
Uh,
Yeah. We had to
That's
to
great.
deal with that. That was a funny moment.
Thank God, John Cena.
dude,
Yeah. Yeah.
so good, man.
That was, yeah.
So good, man. Yeah. But I appreciate the heck out of that when I watched it. I laughed so hard, man.
I'm glad you got a chuckle. I definitely was hoping for a little bit of a laugh there for sure.
Oh
No,
gosh.
that was good. Yeah, I think
The
that was
delivery
great.
was perfect,
Those are-
man. That
Yeah.
delivery
Yeah.
was perfect. So,
So here's a question I have for you, just kind of moving back into, because we have a lot of questions with what the way that you approach gaming.
Mhm.
What was your most important console from childhood?
Game Boy
so
Advance.
good. I was just looking at that question.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance SP, without a doubt.
Well, we're brothers.
I-
dude.
I can't go into that, the reason for that, without telling a quick story. So my father worked for Nintendo for a short amount of time, and he had some
Oh,
friends there, and we lived in
Mhm.
Washington. And one of the friends came to our house and was like, "Hey, I need to set something up in your den. And you guys can't be there while I'm doing it." And so my dad's like, "Okay," and I was whatever, I must have been 7 or I don't know, I was young. And then he goes, "Okay, come on in." We come on in, and he hands us this controller, and he puts it into my hand, and he goes, "Okay, go." And I was like, "What the hell is this?" Obviously, I didn't say that as a kid, but I was like, "What the heck is this?" I was used to do I have it out? I was used to
yes,
this.
SNES controller. Yeah,
Well,
dude.
this.
Yeah.
And now I'm handed this monstrosity. What am I
a
supposed to
weird
do?
controller at the time.
Yeah.
First time holding. I remember my first time holding that controller.
And so it was
I need
crazy.
3 hands, bro.
It was insane. Exactly. I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And so naturally I held it, the way that we all ended up, using it. And he had this box that looked like a suitcase, and the wire coming out of it, and no game showing. And it was Mario 64. It was a dev unit. And he's like, this is what we have. And I got to play the Nintendo 64. I don't know how long before it came out. It couldn't have been super long. It may have just been coming out, weeks later or whatever. But I got to play it. And I remember
That's so cool. I'm
specifically
jealous.
looking at my dad play it. And because my dad is the one who introduced video games to me, and watching him play Mario and seeing, like, he was lost. Like, not lost as in didn't know what to do, lost as in the experience was like so incredible. And I remember it's such a vivid moment, and I love it so much. And so that is my favorite gaming moment ever in the history of the world. Was sharing that with my father. But the Game Boy Advance SP specifically, I had a hard time in high school. I was an awkward kid. I was very fat, very self-conscious, and all my friends had Game Boy Advance SPs. And during lunch, we used to sit at the racquetball courts, eat really crappy Chinese food, and play Game Boy. And that's like what we did. And it got me through high school. It was my own community. We had them in our pockets at all time. Cell phones didn't really hit the thing until like junior year, maybe senior year in high school is when cell phones really became more and more popular. And so that's what we did. We'd go to each other's house, sit in one of the buddies' rooms, all playing Game Boy, playing Fire Emblem, Pokemon, Golden Sun, Advance Wars, you name it, these games. So the Game Boy Advance for life. And I don't think he's in chat, but there's one of the now a good friend of mine. He was just a viewer. It's the first time I ever received mail from somebody, and he gave me his childhood Game Boy Advance SP as a gift.
Awesome, dude.
And I still have it. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. So I have it right here, and it's this Game Boy Advance SP. So this right here, I'll cherish it. It works. I use it. I'm playing Pokemon Fire Red. And so yeah, that's the one. The Game Boy Advance SP.
It's my favorite console to emulate. It is my favorite
best.
console of all time.
Yeah.
The library, like the
amazing.
amount of games and different types of games. It's so vast. It's so good. I love Game Boy Advance, dude. It got me through a lot of I told this before, but it got me through like a lot. And when you're in the service, you get like random guard duty, where you do like 24-hour shifts and stuff. And I don't know how it is now. I know back then, like, you weren't supposed to have any electronics or anything. You're supposed to just be on guard, and it could get quite boring, especially into the late hours. And I remember being at the military PX and see they had like the Game Boy Advance, the micros. They had the Game Boy micros on clearance, dude. And I remember buying. I remember I bought one for me and every one of my siblings, and and I would shove, like, if somebody came, I would shove it up my sleeve, like I would shove it right up my sleeve, dude. And one time I got caught though because it had like the Mario sounds coming out of my sleeve. And like the NCO was like, "What the hell is that, soldier?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Staff Sergeant, you know, like, and he's like, "I'm gonna walk away, and when I come back, I better not hear that shit." Right? So like, dude, like, and it killed me, dude, because I didn't get to a save point. You know?
Yeah, that dude. Oh, I know that all too well. All
Dude,
too
but
well.
man, such amazing games.
Oh, great games.
So
games.
are you a Mega Man guy?
Kinda. I didn't grow up playing Mega Man. I was a really, really big Battle Network fan, though. I played through all the Battle Network
you like
games.
the Battle Network series. That's funny because I consider myself a Mega Man guy, and I'm not a Battle Network guy.
Yeah, Battle
Neither
Network's
Neither mine.
it's
I love the
RPG.
Mega Man games. I just never really got into the Battle Network stuff at all.
I'm a hardcore RPG and JRPG guy. And so that's like my go-to are RPGs, platformers. Mario's my favorite platformer. And Mega Man I'd never played it growing up. It wasn't one that I gravitated towards because my parents bought the games and my dad was the one playing the games, and he didn't play games that were that challenging. He played, Mario or whatever. So I just I never got around to it. I have since played through the whole series with the Legacy collections, the X collection.
Oh, nice.
It's great. My favorite Mega Man of all time is Mega Man Legends, which is also Mega Man 64 on the 64. I played PlayStation 1.
Man, we're right here, man. My favorite. That's my favorite Mega Man of all time. I wanted to remake and do a new version so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you guys tried 11 yet?
God.
Yeah, I played through all of it.
Oh, it's so good. I enjoyed the heck out of that game.
But Legends is such a different game style.
It's an RPG.
Like, it is. It's an RPG. Yeah, like you're building your character. Like, it has a lot of elements. For Mega Man has like RPG elements, right?
It can, yeah.
Where, but Legends, dude, where you're like looting, you're exploring. I love the exploring aspect of it. Just exploring everywhere, dude, man. So it was kind of a loaded question.
Mega Man
Were you excited to see the Mega Man from the announcements at the Game Awards?
No, it didn't do anything for me. I was like, cool, a new Mega Man, but it didn't do any. It didn't change anything for me because the series as a whole, I was excited that it was a 2D platformer. I would have liked to see a Legends style. I was
gonna say if it had been Legends, like a Legends 3, like would that have done something for you?
That would have been great. That would have been super cool to see.
Okay, all right.
But it didn't tickle my fans. I was far more excited about the Star Wars racing game.
Pod Racer. Yes, Galactic Pod Racer.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, like the Game Awards for me is kind of a looking back experience, not looking forward. It's just like what have we seen? What have we done? The Game Awards, they always show us trailers for games that are going to come out in 2 years, and then they push them out 2 more years. So it's just like nothing ever comes out. And so, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool, Mega Man. This is more my speed, far more than Diablo and Divinity. But I will get it because it looks like it'd be really fun on the Switch, to be honest. But yeah, no, it didn't get me as.
So were there any games that were announced that did have you excited?
Yeah, that grandma game with the grandma and the legs, the like the bird legs. I think it's like old lady and with the bird legs, I think is the name.
So I didn't get to catch the whole awards. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Because we were actually podcasting the night of the awards. So
yeah, so that one, there's a Badger game that looks pretty cool.
Badger looked good. I've heard Badger on your live stream. Badger looks good.
Yeah, that one looks cool. The 2 Star Wars games seem like they'd be fun. I'm a fan of like racers, so if it's gonna be like not pod racing only, but like speeders and stuff, that'd be kind of cool. But I mean, it sounds so silly, and it almost feels like it's a character. I'm playing a character, but it's true. Like I'm actually a lot more excited to play through some like community. We're playing through all of Final Fantasy VII next year as a community.
I did
The
see
whole
that.
se-
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited about that because I'm at a point in my life where my time is very precious, and so I want to share experiences. So I'd much rather play through a game I've already played through with someone who hasn't than a new game. And so there was actually not a lot. I can't really think of any off the top of my head that were so like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I was praying and hoping for maybe Kingdom Hearts 4 to be announced or the third installment of Final Fantasy 7, but whatever. We didn't get either of those. But yeah, the Street Fighter movie looked kind of fun.
That does look super corny and cheesy, and
That's
good.
why
So
I'm glad they're taking it the corny route, and so
I do like that.
it's
You
gonna
said
be good.
about Final Fantasy 7 and you loving JRPGs. So I was
Mhm.
big into JRPGs back. I
Mhm.
played all the Final Fantasy 7 games on Super Nintendo,
Mhm.
Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, all those games.
Yeah.
And the last like real JRPG I played was Final Fantasy 8. It's been a long time for me since I played a JRPG and I haven't.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what transition. I think I know what transition is it. And again, you were talking about the N64 being your first multiplayer experience.
Mhm.
I was around. We didn't do heavy N64 when I was a kid growing up. For me, the big first multiplayer experience was Xbox. Was the first Xbox.
Okay. Yeah.
That was when it really got the big. And I remember there being the tap. Was it on the N64? They had the tap that you could do, or was that the Super Nintendo? No, it was N64 that you had the. Or was that the GameCube? There was one of them. I think it was N64. You had a tap. No, what device was that? Too loud.
Tap.
Yeah, it was like a tap. You could plug 4 controllers in. I think that was Nintendo.
That was the 64. The Nintendo 64 was the first console that introduced 4-player.
Okay, yeah, and just that was super cool and stuff. But like multiplayer for me, like big stuff, was probably Xbox, and then the rest was just two-player games that mostly. So my console, the most memorable for me, is still going to be Super Nintendo. It's just the one that highlighted. I remember playing the most in my life.
And Super Nintendo was my first console. I never had a NES. Well, I was Game Boy. I played a lot of handhelds growing up. Super Nintendo was great, but I had to share it. And so I never had my own experience. I would always have to share it. But with the Game Boy, it was mine. I did not have to share my Game Boy. And so if I wanted to play Game Boy, I didn't have to ask for the TV. I didn't have to ask for, to share with my sister or my dad. I could just go and play the Game Boy. Super Nintendo, I mean, Donkey Kong Country, Mario RPG.
Oh, dude.
I love
legendary stuff on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Legendary stuff.
Super Mario World is I tout it as one of the greatest games ever created. It's my favorite game of all time.
Agreed.
I play
Absolutely.
it 3 or 4 times a year. I love that game. And so yeah.
And dude, like for me, Super Mario World is like it never gets old, right? Like there's so many ways that you can go at that game. So many ways for you to play it. Secret areas that you didn't find the last time. Secret ways to skip worlds. Like
it's great.
Oh, dude, oh man, I love that game. I have so many good.
Trying to get all the exclamation point boxes unlocked and all the different color ones. That's fun. Do you guys ever play Super Mario
introduction of Yoshi? Do you guys remember that feeling? Like the first time you got Yoshi? Like, oh man, dude. Like, oh, okay. What were you asking, Matt?
Did you guys ever play Yoshi's Island Super Mario World 2?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah. So I didn't. Just recently, like in the last couple of days, started playing it. And I was playing it on the
it's a great game.
Pi. So yeah,
nice.
It's a lot of fun.
It's great. It was last month's game.
Great game.
Okay,
so I kind of want to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're here for, and us two being more emulation guys, you being more OG hardware. We're about to have a gladiator stand. No, I'm just kidding. So actually preparing for this, I put together like a list of benefits of emulation and benefits of original hardware. Before I really get into any of those, I would like to know what is your because I know everybody's going to be different. Like, what are your benefits of OG hardware in comparison to emulation?
There aren't many. I'll be honest with you. There are not many benefits to OG hardware.
Even when I made the list, I was like, wow, such a big difference. Like my list for OG hardware is like this. My list for emulation is like
Yeah.
ongoing.
There aren't many benefits. But it only takes one to make a difference. And so the number one benefit for OG hardware, and the reason why I'm leaning more towards OG hardware, is when I have this, right, which is not OG hardware. This is the mod retro, so it's a Game
Very
Boy,
close to OG hardware.
Yes, it's as
yeah.
close as you can get. When I turn it on and Pokemon Crystal opens up and I'm out, that's all I can play. That's it. This is the only game I can play. And
Hey, where did you
there's
get that Goku, dude? Because I didn't.
it was a gift. It was a gift from someone in the community. They sent me this, and then all seven Dragon Balls.
Okay, because I was like, dude, I have not seen any Dragon Ball chromatic games. Yeah, that's fire, dude. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
super cool. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Is that a case in your chromatic, or is that just the cloud? The chromatic is you have two in the same color because
he has this is the GameStop edition that he has.
This is the GameStop edition because I wanted a Game Boy. I wanted
what's
to
the
look
one behind you?
Yeah. What's the
one behind that's a Lego Game Boy.
That's
right?
the Lego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have a pink chromatic too. When they first reached out to me, they said, "We'll send you this," and I was like, "Oh, cool." But this is the GameStop one, which I really like a lot.
Oh, the GameStop one is dope. It's really, cool. Honestly, I just want to say this for anybody watching. Like, if you guys want a chromatic while the GameStop ones are still around, because I don't feel like it's gonna be long.
I don't think so either.
Pick them up while you can, because actually you get the sapphire screen on the Game Boy on the GameStop edition for $200, where now on Mod
GameStop
Retro, you have to pay $300 for the sapphire screen variant.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have one coming. And it's the leaf color one, and I have the gorilla one. I didn't have the sapphire one.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
because the sapphire's 300 on the site. So
if I fall in love with this thing, I may go get the GameStop one too.
Yeah.
And it's an awesome colorway, dude.
It's cool. It's not practical. Like, OG hardware is not practical, and I don't recommend anyone do it. I actually don't tell people to go OG. I don't think it's practical. But this is where it's fixed a lot of things for me. Do either of you listen to vinyl?
No.
Okay. So when you listen to vinyl, so I have a vinyl, I put it on the record player.
I've recently considered rebuying an iPod.
Okay, yeah. So
that felt old school to me, dude. Like,
yeah. But when I put on a vinyl, whatever it is, and I want to skip the song, that ain't happening. That's not how that works.
That's really funny.
You know, I'm sitting there. I'm listening to what's there. I chose to listen to what do I have back there right now? Frank Sinatra. Okay, we're listening to Sinatra. Oh, I don't really like this song. Wait.
What are you gonna do about it? Yeah.
Just wait. The next one will come.
Yeah, dude.
And it's a commitment. It's a commitment to see the experience through. And while I think emulation is great because it's access, it's still, there's an element of it that still allows for commitment to not have to really exist. And that's a discipline thing. I don't think that's inherently an emulation thing. It's a discipline thing. And so I enjoy the fact that when I'm out doing my thing and I have my Game Boy in my pocket, all that's there is just one game to play. And that's the game. And if I don't want to play it, I'm not playing a game today. And it's as easy as that. And so that's all. I don't think it's always going to be the best version of the original game. Emulation can't give you the best version of that game, like for like, because the latency is always going to be a little bit more on emulation. But emulation, you can mod it to make it better. And so there's that aspect of it. But
so my buddy GG said in the comment section, he actually spoke about a conversation me and him had recently, and he said the commitment is good for developing self-regulation. Too Loud Tech and I talked about a similar situation, having only one physical Switch cart inside the Switch console. Yep. And because we in the conversation we had was because I like to buy Switch games physical, and and sometimes I'm playing a game and in my impulsiveness I want to switch. but I don't feel like going way over there to grab that other cart.
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
So
That's a good
I just
point.
continue playing the game because I want to play games, but I don't feel like going to change the cart. So it actually causes me to play more of the game, right? Like
Yeah.
to beat the games. So I think it's awesome. It's awesome and it's a valid argument. So some of the things that I got on original hardware as far as benefits go was for one, authenticity, right? Because you can't
Sure.
get more authentic than an original console.
Yeah.
Lag free, which I feel like is the biggest argument made in this space for OG hardware or FPGA
Yeah.
devices in comparison to emulation.
It's the only technical advantage. It's literally the only technical advantage.
Right. And I think that's really for those hardcore like guys who are trying to speed run and things like that.
Yeah.
Like they get that little fractional difference in time. And I'm talking milliseconds, right?
It's just timing. Yeah. It's not, that's not really, that's the only, if anyone's like, well, what technically is better? I'm like, well, I can only speak into latency. That's literally the only thing that it has going for it.
Really.
That's all.
Guaranteed
That's really
compatibility.
funny. So,
Which
you
one?
say that about the lag free too loud because maybe this is probably controversial. I never noticed any of that, man.
I noticed for sure on
some of us won't. Some of us are.
And
some of
most
us
of my
can't.
gaming, like 99.5% of my gaming, retro gaming, is emulation. I have a bunch of.
Oh, really
original
quick.
consoles.
I wanted to show my
any of
shirt.
them on.
My wife and my kids got me this.
I saw it. I was noticing earlier.
Oh
It's
my
awesome.
gosh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say the first time I saw the difference was with the analog pocket. I was playing Minish Cap on the forehead, and it was great. And then I got the analog pocket, and I was playing it on there, and I was like, "Why does this feel better? What about this? Why?" And then I didn't know about the latency because I'm not a technical person. I don't nerd out about this in my off. I don't know about it. I didn't know. And Justin was like, "Well, let me explain to you why." And he did. And he's like, "It's because you are experiencing a no latency experience versus a low latency experience, and you're someone who can see it." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that." Just something felt artificial about the forehead, and the colors were almost better actually on the forehead than on the pocket, but there was just something that was off, and it was latency. But it's a silly thing to spend, money on just for
I
latency.
guess it depends on how you look at the hobby, because everybody's got their views on the hobby. Like you and I are what I would call minimalists and specific people, where somebody like Too Loud, he just collects them just because he's bored and he has nothing better to do, and he just buys everything.
I feel like that's hilarious.
Well, you got to go. Oh, we lost him. Sorry, he's gone. Sorry, he's gone. Hey, buddy, you back? Hey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that, buddy. I'm not gonna.
was
I wish I wish I could control your camera pan.
Yeah.
And just like pan it over to your left.
Oh my God. I know you see you got a bunch of I have a couple of handhelds. I'm being a little dishonest with you. I got a couple of handhelds.
So first of all, he has like every original hardware console.
Yeah, because I'm with JD. I like the original hardware.
Yeah.
When's the last time you played one?
No English.
Oh, no English. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, and
You gotta be
Matt,
sensitive. Hey, it's 2025. You gotta be sensitive to that.
yeah,
Yes.
You gotta be sensitive to that.
Be
I
sensitive.
accept. But the thing is that I also speak Spanish. So,
Sensitive.
so Matt, how many handhelds do you have?
A few.
A few.
I'm actually curious. So, like
like
you
a
said,
few,
7,
like 10.
Alex, you said 70. How many do you like? If you were to like a real number, how many do you think you have up, Alex?
Oh, he was telling you the truth.
About
He was telling
70.
you the truth. Yeah.
I just sold a lot too, dude.
Okay. What about you, Matt? How many do you like? Would you say you actually probably have?
I'm down to probably like 43 or something.
Interesting. Okay.
I sold probably about 30 in the last couple months. So I was about
okay.
70 as well too.
Yeah,
I am
30.
super. We get along because we are both super impulsive.
Well,
And
I'm too.
he's a terrible influence on me. And
I've really
I'm like,
bad
hey, that looks
ADHD,
cool. He's
yeah.
like, buy it. So And that's
He does the
actually
same
to
thing.
me.
I'm like, hey, I call him. I'm like, Matt, talk me off this ledge, bro. I know I don't need it, but I'm about to buy it. He's like, totally buy it right now. You need it.
You guys are see, and I should be into emulation because that's like $40, $100. I'm sitting here being like,
so
I
much cheaper. Yeah.
should I buy a Legion Go and Ace of Struggle Ally X? They're like $2,000. You know,
Oh
like
no, we're
that's-
also in the x86 handhelds. Matt has a Legion Go 2 sitting on his desk. I'm pretty
is
sure.
it which one is it though? Did you get
He has
the
the 2, the Z1, the Z2 Extreme.
you got
They're
the
with the
extreme
32
one?
gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only Legion Go I'd be willing to acquire is the Z2 Extreme for testing purposes. But I can't find one.
Yeah, no, they're
Um,
so hard to get.
We
dude.
both stalked Best Buy's website for like a month straight.
Mm.
That being said, that thing is amazing.
It is.
I
It is.
still play with the Thor more.
Yeah, and I haven't actually tried super hard to get one because I know that I'm going to not use it. I'm been going really hard with the DS. I've been playing Soul Silver and it's been a dream. Just such a
Matt's
great-
actually getting his first experience with the Thor of playing DS and 3DS games. He missed
nice.
that whole era. He was in college.
Oh
and
man,
so he didn't really
it
get
should
a
be.
chance
It's a JD moment. My
to
explanation of.
experience this.
So when
Yeah.
the DS came out, my wife and I just moved from New York to North Carolina. We were a young couple. We just kind of start. Let me do my JD presentation. We were just figuring out life. I'm out of coffee, but we were just figuring out life, and we had just relocated, and we're just trying to learn how to establish ourselves. So I missed out on that era, right? And then when the 3DS came out, I was a new dad, and we were trying to focus being new parents and the financial. So I missed that too, right? That sounds like something that would come out of one of your videos, right? So I was channeling
Yeah.
my JD. The only thing we had time for was taking care of our kids and coffee. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
coffee's it's a heartbeat right there. You need that.
but he's got a good point. I'm that's the other thing too.
Well, he missed out that he also had a really his wife's really badass. They had like 2 PC gaming rigs side by side
Oh,
and
that's
be
sick.
up all night just gaming together. Like
we didn't have
how
a dining room
cool, dude.
table or anything. We
Like,
had 2
how
computers, and we
freaking
played
cool,
World of
bro.
Warcraft and EverQuest and every MMO that was out. We played.
Yeah.
She's
freaking dope,
absolutely
dude.
perfect for me. She is like, we're going to CES together, and she was sitting there the other day figuring out which handheld she was taking with her.
That's
And,
awesome. Yeah. My wife doesn't share the gaming side of things with me, which is totally fair. We share in we cook a lot. And so that's our thing we do. And then we also just talk and laugh and so
Yeah,
gaming
just
is
vibe it out, dude.
Yeah, that's how we
Yeah.
are. Gaming is for sure a part of my life, but I mean, oh yeah, Ace, he's North Carolina. He lives out there. And
nice.
so yeah.
Wait a minute. I watched one of his streams. He was streaming Resident Evil not too long ago, wasn't he? Was it Ace that I was watching?
Was it RE? Was it Resident Evil? Yes. Oh yeah. He was.
I watched his
doing
stream.
Village. Yeah.
Yeah. He lives like an hour from me. We talked a little bit. He does
Small
live
world,
like an hour from
dude.
me.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a great dude. I met him on Discord. I met him through my channel, and then he joined the Discord. We became fast friends, share a lot of the same core values. And he's actually flown out here and stayed with me twice now.
That's
And
awesome.
so he's a great guy. He was just here 2 weeks ago, I think. He was out here for about 4 days,
That's awesome.
hanging out with the kids, playing video games, playing Magic. We played a lot of Magic, so that was a lot of fun.
I just clicked over to the other YouTube to say what's up to Skulls, because Skulls is one of our buddies. And I realized I keep going like this because I caught myself doing it. It's so dry here. I'm just on fire with itchy skin and so I just realized I'm constantly scratching my shoulders and my legs and stuff. So sorry, I'm not a weirdo. I'm just all itchy.
You are an itchy weirdo.
I am an itchy weirdo. Back to his point. Yeah, so I'm playing through DS and 3DS games now, and that's all I'm playing on the Thor because I just can't. I love it. I'm having so much fun. I'm a huge Metroid person, so I played through Samus Returns on the 3DS. I am been completely obsessed with Rhythm Heaven on the DS.
Okay.
So much fun. I don't kill me. I've never played through a Pokemon game.
It's fine. I'm not a person.
Everybody talks about it. I want to play it, but I just never.
Yeah, I'm I'm not the type of person who
think-
freaks out when someone's like, I've never seen this, I've never heard this. I'm like, it's all good, man. You
I
know,
think
like
for
you'll get there.
Pokemon specifically, right? Like I think it's a lot harder for people who didn't really like get into it younger, right? Like I find like it's a hard, like it's a
Yeah.
franchise that's more like
You grew up
I
with it.
think I think it's like a lot of it is nostalgia, right? Like because it's such a slow paced game. It's
It can be.
like-
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. It didn't age. It's like, so I'll give you this one. Like for someone like yourself who's never seen a real, like fully seen a Star Wars movie, it's not going to be
Skulls,
enjoyable.
dude. I didn't know you were in Missouri, bro.
It's not going to be enjoyable, and that's the same with
Yeah.
Pokemon. Like Pokemon, I think if you've never played one, you go back to play an older one, it may not be enjoyable. I don't know. It might be. I could be wrong there. But you're right with that one, dude. Like, if you didn't grow up with it, it's kind of weird to go and play. It's a slow burn.
That's what I
It's a very
feel like
slow burn.
because it's like every
I'ma
time
take
I
a look
recommend
at,
it to
Omega
somebody
Ruby.
who's older, that they kind of like, it's so boring. It gets boring. Like
I have him
It
on
can.
Yeah,
Omega
yeah.
Ruby's good. Seth, I'm a huge 3DS was one of my favorite platforms. I still have a
Me-
3DS.
me and
I
you both
won't-
skulls.
I won't emulate the 3DS though because I use 3D, and so I just
You like the 3D?
I love it. I adore it. I think it's incredible. I
Oh,
love
dude,
that game.
that Switch was permanently off for me for the
Oh,
existence
yeah.
of the entire console, dude.
Oh,
Like,
can't
I have
get
a
enough of it.
3DS and a 2DS. I don't know if the 3DS even has.
There was only a couple games where I actually like. I want to say like I used it in like Hyrule Warriors.
I could not get enough of it. Guys, I'm in charge now. They're gone. It's just me. We lost him.
I don't know where he went.
How do I
Okay,
take
my
over?
3DS
Oh wait, he's back. Never
The
mind.
3DS is downstairs, and Evan, my little guy, he loves 3DS, so he's got it downstairs.
Yeah.
So was
No,
gonna go
I
check a look
love.
and see if it's
I'm a
got
huge
3DS
3DS fan in general, but it's because I like the platform itself. So
Yeah.
I use
I've-
the platform.
Such a blast playing 3DS games on this thing, on this Odin.
Yeah.
It's been such a blast.
I'm actually
So much fun.
mostly excited to use it for just to see what it can do. I'm hoping that it can run Twilight Princess well because I've never played that game.
Yeah, it will for Wii. Or are you talking about for you gonna
It's
run
a
on Switch or
Wii.
Wii?
It's a GameCube original, but Wii U ended up having it too.
Mhm.
Or was it Wii original? I forgot exactly. But at any rate, I have, I haven't played that game, so that would be a fun one to play. Wii U remake, okay. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I'm just excited, really excited to fiddle with it. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun to play with and just mess around with. But I, for one, it's tough to take me away from the 3DS hardware. I love it, and I have a dozen games for it too.
So I have a couple. I have a 3D. I have a new 3DS XL.
Yep.
And a
That's what I
2DS
have.
and a regular DS. I don't. Maybe just because I mostly do emulation, but I like, especially like when you're looking at the Thor itself. These screens are just
They're great.
phenomenal.
They're
And
beautiful.
It's tough to do that on anything. Like I said, I have this thing. This thing here has a 9-inch OLED screen.
It's
And
huge.
it's incredible, but I find myself playing with the Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will tell you, and I'll load up for you so you can see it. It's so cool and Too Loud made fun of me because I got this thing, right? You know, it's a small fortune, not gonna lie.
It is.
But the very first thing I did, right, was I loaded up Super Mario Brothers 2 on it. And it looks incredible on this thing here. He's like, I cannot believe you got that thing and you're playing Super Mario Brothers 2 on it. And I'm like, you don't get to judge me, man. He loads PokeMMO on every single device that he gets.
See, and
So-
I'm playing Ocarina of Time on a Nintendo 64 and with a CRT TV, and I think that is the most. It's so special that the visuals are great, the scan lines. Oh man, there's just something about it, and yeah, it's the single use thing, just doing one thing at a time, and it's definitely a little bit different. You know, you're talking about how like you can have a YouTube video on the bottom while you're gaming on the top, and that multitasking is great. I'm trying to run from that personally, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm trying to play games by itself and like do that, You know,
I get that 100%. And there's something special to that to doing that. And I love a lot of the like the older stuff that's very um retro feeling. Like I'll take this device. You ever use Pico 8?
I know.
Do you know what it is?
No, not familiar at all.
Okay. So you should take a look at it. Pico 8 is a virtual console. It's
Okay.
they're all 8-bit games. You have to buy a license. It's $15.
Okay.
And literally there's thousands of games. They're all independent games. They're all indie games.
Ooh.
They're all small 8-bit. They're all NES style. And they're all designed for like an NES controller with a D-pad and 2 AB button.
Oh, wow.
You've
Okay.
heard of Celeste, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Celeste originated on Pico 8, and then it just
Oh.
exploded into this whole other thing. So yeah, and it's if you look it up, you'll see the website. It's called Lexa Lawful, and then you can actually check out the games through the web browser before you buy the license. And there's it's just so much fun. It's just very
That's
unique. It's
awesome. I
very
really like that.
yeah. And there's
Well, that's-
so we have a
yeah.
friend. Her name is Retro Fun Tech. She's a content creator, and she's so in love with Pico 8. It's pretty much all she ever does is stream Pico 8 stuff, and it's just a blast, man. That would probably be right up your alley. It's
Yeah.
almost the good majority. It's going to be platformers and shmups and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
all just 8-bit styled indie games, and it's so much fun. And there's
That's so cool.
thousands, and there's always new ones because people make them, and you have access to all of them. So
That's super
very
cool.
cool. And,
Yeah.
and I played it on this, and it looks incredible. But I mean,
That's
then
rad.
again, back to it. I still, right now, I'm completely obsessed with this. Until my Odin 3 comes, which I'm a huge Odin fan, and my Odin 3 is in transit. I know somebody said that I think it was Skull said his Odin 3 was lost or stuck in traffic. I mean, mine's is somewhere between New York and here, so hopefully the next couple of days I'll get it. But a complete blast to play on, man.
Yeah.
Complete blast to play on.
Isn't the Odin just a different form factor of the Ein?
Yeah,
Same
so
processor?
Ein's flagship is the Odin series.
Okay.
And that's their flagship. It's Odin series. It's a giant candy bar.
Mhm.
And they last year they had the Odin 2, and they had a couple different variations of it. They had the Odin 2, which was my favorite. Then they had the Odin 2 Mini, which looked like a PSP.
Yeah.
Okay. Or a Vita. And then they had the Portal, which is just this huge monster with a 7-inch screen, another candy bar style thing. So like a Switch style. And
Is
they
the
just,
3 more? Is it more powerful than the Thor? There's some
3, yeah. So the Thor has the 8 Gen 2 the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is I know you're not an Android guy, but which is like the chip that was in all the AN devices last year.
Okay.
The flagship chip.
Okay.
Now the new one has a Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is the most powerful Android chip you'll find in a gaming handheld.
Okay.
There's challenges with that. Support for graphics drivers. So
Yeah.
some systems will actually run better on the Thor than it will on that until the graphics drivers become available.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The custom ones, community-driven stuff. So
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Because I
I'm not
remember verbiage-wise, it was very like I heard that like the Ein Thor has the same processor as I just didn't know if it was the Odin 2 or 3 or whatever. So okay.
It's the Odin 2. Yep, the Odin 2. Yeah, so that's good. Skull says he thinks it's just stuck because of the weather.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I know you said you only have one emulation device,
Mhm.
but I think I remember you saying you've done emulation on your Steam Deck as well too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had EmuDeck on there and I was using it and it didn't hook me. It just didn't feel authentic enough. And it felt cheap. And so I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't engaging, oddly enough.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I had more fun playing Fire Emblem on a Game Boy Advance than I did on a bigger screen on my, which is odd, but it's just like it is kind of what it is. I'm realizing that I'm at a point also where I just don't need access to all the games I missed. I'll choose one, I'll get it, I'll play it, and then I'm on to the next one. I don't need to see the 700. I can just pick one at a time. I'm treating it like a library, except I'm not playing the games in the library or reading the books in the library. I am taking the library book out, right? Choosing the game, taking it out of the big, huge backlog, enjoying it, and then putting it back, right? Returning it back to the library itself. And so I'm trying to limit hopping to the best of my ability. And emulation for me, I realize I hop too much. And so it's just a discipline thing.
That's really good because I am the guy that I stick a 1 terabyte card in all my emulation handhelds, and I just freaking pack
You
with
dump it, yeah.
everything, right? And I jump and I jump and I skip, and
Yep.
I had to focus myself to picking a game. Like I've tried to play Yoshi's Island multiple times, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to, and I got this from Let's Lunch. I'm going to play Yoshi's Island 2 on this specific handheld. So for the last couple of nights, it's been sitting on my nightstand, and I play for however long till I'm like, okay, I gotta go to sleep, and on this device until I remember. So that and that's a good point because I am that guy that jumps around because of emulation.
Yeah.
So and that's a very good perspective on it, and I get that, and I need to do more of that. I did that with the Thor when I got it. I love Metroid. I said I never played through this Metroid game. I'm not going to play anything else till I finish it, and I did that. Right. So
yeah, not everybody has that. Some people are more disciplined than others. That's why I don't say it's something that everyone needs to do. For me, it's it's my journey I'm on right now, and
yes,
I'm doing the single use things. And it's fun. I enjoy it at least. And if it means the biggest thing is I get to and this is something that I'm enjoying doing too is saying I can't do that. I don't have the ability. I don't have access to it, and that's part of the experience too. Not being able to do something because I can't access it based on my equipment. All right, I'm just gonna have to move on then and not do
there's
it.
There's something powerful in that, and like you're saying about like when you're talking earlier about your kids sitting in the garage and watching Toy Story, and that's all you got. Whereas my kids are like, they struggle to watch a movie with us because they have YouTube and they're like click 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 click. So and then it's good, and I dig that, and there's something definitely powerful to that. I dig it.
And it's a personal thing.
Real quick, I want to say something real quick. I'm sorry for my absence. I'm in the middle of testing this Asus laptop, and last week I was able to use it. I had my charger with me, and I was able to use it the entire podcast without charging. And I was like,
died on you.
Sweet.
That's
I don't have to bring my charger. So I didn't bring my charger this time. But I made a big mistake. For those of you who are familiar with current modern laptops, if you have it in Optimus mode where it's using your dedicated GPU, it's gonna drink that battery really quick. And I forgot to switch it back to iGPU so that it could conserve battery. So it literally drank the battery. Thank God I had a second laptop sitting on my desk. And I seen it draining through the cast, and I'm like trying to set up everything to switch over as quick as I can when it dies. And so I'm downloading my mic software. I'm downloading like everything because this laptop is like fresh. I don't even use it. And I was like, God, dude. And so thankfully, though, I had this other laptop sitting here. So I'm sorry for that.
That's hysterical.
I don't know what I missed. I don't really want to go over the same stuff for everybody. So are we still talking about the benefits of OG hardware?
Yeah, we're just kind of talking to kind of segueing there. Something I want
because I kind of want to smear into the face of the OG hardware people's face is how great emulation is. And so yes. I just was wondering if we had gotten to that yet or not.
I'll tell you this much: my community, the analog guys community, I'm the only one who plays on original hardware.
Oh, they're all emulation. I love it.
And when I say smear in the face, I don't mean like I'm not a jerk. I like to have fun.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
The show is all having fun and everything. So
some of them do, but not at the level that I play. Like,
dude, it's so many benefits for emulation.
There's so many.
So really quick, I just want to share with you, like, so for original hardware benefits, I had gotten authenticity, lag-free, guaranteed compatibility, tangible collection and investment. Unique and error-specific peripherals, right? So that was like my whole list for original hardware, which I felt like it's not invalid. That's still good reasons, right? Like it is a tangible collection. Me reselling this Anbernic device 5 years down the line, I think it's probably worth $10, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't. Mm-hmm. Those things don't matter. But as far as benefits go for emulation, it was like, of course, the first one I had to list was SaveState because we are SaveState. So I had to list that one
probably
first.
The most used thing that I say I use in emulation is SaveState.
Yeah, this very, very helpful.
Oh, it is so cheaty. It is so cheaty and so good at the same
I
time.
don't,
Like,
yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, I don't use it for cheating. I use it for a quick resume.
yeah. Well, so one of my favorite things on the Miyoo's are the fact that you hit that power when you got Onion, you hit that power button, it automatically save states you and puts the device, shuts the device off. Throw it in your pocket. You pull it out of your pocket. You hit that power button. It automatically brings you right back to the game, right exactly where you were. Oh my god, I love that, dude. Like it is so convenient, bro. Like, dude, no fiddling, no going through menus, no thinking about do I want to play something else? Like, no, you're back in it, dude. So super awesome feature. Also, upscaling. Upscaling is huge for me. Like, especially like with the Thor, for instance, right? I play all my 3DS games 4 times upscaled. Like, do you know how gorgeous 3DS games look 4 times upscaled? Like, I can't even tell
incredible.
you, but they're really good looking, you know? So, so that's awesome, right? We got shaders. Matt's favorite, cheats. I don't want to throw my boy under the bus, but he's a cheater.
Listen, if it's not a multiplayer game, I'm playing through every game and I'm like, okay, how can I cheat in this game? I'm playing a Mega Man game. I want every power ability on the first board. I don't care. I want to try it all. And here's my theory, right? I'm older, right? We joke about how old I am. I'm gonna be 50 in a week. And I played through all these games when they first came out on a lot of the original consoles. So now that I'm replaying through them, I want to play cheats, man. I want to play.
Yeah, it's super fair.
I want to play cheats.
No,
I want to play 4X upscale.
I think it's
I want to fast forward through the boring ass scenes in the game when I'm doing the storyline that I played 100 times, and I want to, do use save states. So for me, like those are my big three.
Fast forward, right?
Fast forward, save states, and cheats. Those are my big.
Dude,
three.
it's hard for me to play an old school Pokemon now without fast forward. Fast forward has broke me. Like just being able to zoom through power level, like, oh my goodness, dude. But I mean, it is something. There is something about playing it the old school way too, because man, when you just want to chill and you're not rushing through everything, like playing a Pokemon regular speed, like it's still dope to me. Like, so I understand it. I absolutely do. I want to pick up some Pokemon games for my mod retro, but God, do you see the resale price on those things?
Go
like
repro.
A Pokemon Emerald, like $200.
Go what?
Dude.
Go repro.
What's that?
I know. Reproductions.
Reproduction.
Yeah.
Oh, like the stuff off of AliExpress?
No. Well, is that considered
on Etsy if you want, if it makes you feel better, but yeah.
So now explain this to me. So repro essentially is just a ROM that somebody loaded onto a blank cart, relabel it and resell it. And that still gives you the same input and same experience as an OG cartridge.
Hardware emulation,
because the ROM is just ripped and repo. Okay. So I have
I thought about buying that. What's that cart called, Matt?
The EverDrive X7. Is that what you're
EverDrive. Yeah. I have an R4 in my DS. I do have an R4.
Yeah, I have an R4, but I was the EverDrive X7 is the one for the chromatic.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about picking one.
Bro,
of those
they're
up,
expensive, man.
Like, but dude, buying that one time and being done, dude, is so much better than just buying. Yeah, see, I have here.
Yeah, it's great.
So
I have an Evercart.
An Evercart. I have a R4 here for something.
You guys, so the emulation benefits that you talk about are so true in a lot of ways. And I can't deny any of that. What I can say is there is a subsection of people who are looking to experience things that are the opposite of those. And the reason for that is the idea of convenience and efficiency is something that is really good for work. But when you start applying those concepts to your hobbies become work all of a sudden, because you're like, well, my hobby's not efficient, so I need to make it more efficient. And for me, I'm not saying that's for everybody, but for me,
some can argue that emulating does make it more efficient.
Yeah.
right?
It
Like you're
does.
getting right back into the game. You're like how I said with the Miyoo, like you're getting right back into it. You're not having to sit here and wait for the loading screen, hit continue, and do all this. And
100%. And I agree with you. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to articulate it in such a way where it doesn't sound like I'm telling people they need to do this, because I don't think that everyone should. I don't think that everyone could.
yeah, it is so expensive, dude.
I think that the ability to wait for something is far more beneficial than the efficiency of not waiting. And I've learned more in between loading screens than I have just jumping in because there's no waiting. Being bored, going to the bathroom and dropping a deuce without your phone and having to think. These are things that are good for you and good for me, because
yeah, no, dropping a deuce is always good for me, dude.
dude, it feels great. Especially after a good cup of coffee, man.
Dude,
I don't know about you, but
drinking a lot of coffee today, bro. Freaking good, man.
sometimes
dude.
sometimes you don't get to choose. It chooses you.
Oh, yeah, bro.
It's too funny.
It's like Pokemon.
So, look at these comments from Vetty. He shares a lot of same opinions than I do. And if you guys don't know, Vetty is actually he's a
That's
buddy
my
of mine
boy.
that I met through Discord,
Yeah.
and he's real supportive of us. But he's really funny because he's making these comments right, and a lot of times he's like Alex and I. He's very we were talking earlier, like, talk me off the ledge, and he's not that guy. So one time him and I were talking. I don't remember how the conversation started. I don't remember if Vetty remembers this. Him and I were talking on Discord, and I was like, man, I'm really thinking about getting a Retro Pocket V2. And by the time the conversation was over, I had sent him money, and he was mailing his Retro Pocket V2 to me. And then I ended up deciding it wasn't for me, and I sold it, and I think he bought it back. Like, we're just like,
Vetty's
it's
bought
really-
a bunch of my handhelds, dude.
Oh yeah,
Vetty's bought a
and yeah,
bunch of my
back and
handhelds,
forth
dude.
constantly, man. He's a funny
Yep.
dude, man. But he's showing
Yep.
the same sentiment that I have. I hate OG hardware. I lived it. Give me extras.
Yeah.
Atari's so much better with save states. That's hysterical, because that's the same exact thing I'm thinking about while you guys are talking about this.
Yeah. No,
I'm not. See, that's different for me. I'm not thinking about Atari at all. Like,
yeah,
not
and
gonna
I'm
lie.
not thinking about it.
I'm thinking about Pong, bro. Like,
Oh my god.
I also only get to game. I'd stream it, so I stream for about 6 hours a week. Two streams of 3 hours each, and then off stream I game for maybe an additional 2 to 3 week wide. I don't game that much, and so those experiences, I want them to be intentional. And when I game, I don't listen. I don't listen to music. I don't have a podcast going. I just play games. And I'm trying to slow it down. Really, I don't need to
I can
learn a
respect
language and
I can respect
listen
that.
to Sean Ryan and learn about cooking something and have an audiobook going while I'm playing a game that I bought for $20 on a Steam sale. No, I'm gonna just enjoy the game. I'm gonna waste.
oh, and
my
I'm not saying I do that all the time, right? Like,
No.
I on the Thor, I feel like I have to, because that second screen's just sitting there, and I'm like, dude, I can watch something right here. But like, if I'm PC game, like I'm on my PC, dude, I'm there with my freaking 7.1 surround sound. I'm listening to the game audios, footsteps, audio cues, rockets, jets, like whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's
I'm
it's
enjoying
great.
that audio experience, right? So,
and I don't think that that's something everyone should do. I don't think everyone needs to go and get a Game Boy and listen to vinyl. It's not better. Vinyl is fun. It's great. Lossless audio is objectively better sounding. Like, digital has a better sounding. Is it more lifelike? I don't know. I'm not an audiophile. I just like the fact that when I put
it has
on
the cool factor, though. It has
Sure,
the cool
yeah.
factor.
I like when I put a
Yeah.
record on, I can't fast
Yeah.
forward. I have to sit with my decision, and I have to commit. And that's something I think is an art form in and of itself, and that's something I'm trying to
Absolutely,
experience.
brother. I
And
do not want to go back to cassette tapes, bro.
I got those too.
all, bro. Like, I remember those days, like sitting there at the radio with my finger over the record button, like,
Oh
waiting
yeah.
for it to get I can hit the record.
Making your own mixtapes.
Stop it before he starts talking again. Like bam, like
That's too funny.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is too
and
funny.
then like playing the whole one side of the tape just to realize, like, dang, the track I want is on the other side. Like,
That's too
flip
funny.
over the tape real quick, dude.
I
Like,
love that.
I remember when CDs first came out, and I was so excited. Like, bro, you can skip straight to the song you want, dude. Like, man, kids are never gonna know what this stuff is like, dude. Like,
I know.
oh, man. I remember being so excited. I had this Sony Walkman, and it was like skip a non-skip or something. Like, and I would shake it up,
You
like
could
show
shake
everybody,
it and
"Look
it
at
would
this,
skip.
Yeah,
I
bro.
remember
Like,
that.
it won't
I
even
remember that.
skip,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
That's really funny. That
oh
remember that.
man. I mean, but I wouldn't give up those memories, right? I wouldn't trade with my kids to live the way, like, dude, man, my daughter, I said this one time before, but my daughter, she came to me one time and was like, Daddy, what did you used to do on your iPad? Like, my what?
We didn't have iPads.
Like, my iPad was a notebook and a pencil. Like, that was
Yes,
it was
yes.
a pen and pad. It wasn't an iPad. Like, I would draw tic-tac-toe. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Tic-tac-toe.
it's wild. for sure.
Eggman. You know,
Mhm.
like, dude, write
I-
notes.
I love watching my kids play sometimes because I'll reluctant, like I'm not good about the TV. I'll just let them watch TV. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be really kind of more intentional about this. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna watch TV for the rest of the day or whatever. At first they're like, well, what? And then after 10 minutes, they just play with each other. And I'm like, this is
Oh my God,
incredible.
bro.
Like,
Oh.
why would I rob this, because of my
I
laziness or
noticed
whatever?
that at my home. I noticed that in my home.
And do you notice, because you guys are parents, do you notice that your kids are they're not as much of the a-holes when they don't watch TV? They're like just
Yes.
better
Yeah.
humans.
When they keep them away from
Well, first of
YouTube
all,
and
my daughter
Roblox and
is
stuff.
not allowed to watch YouTube at all.
My
Period.
kids, the only
Never.
YouTube they watch is if I'm like showing a video. My daughter loves ballet.
Yeah.
She's
So my daughter will watch
so.
my podcast. She'll watch my
Mhm.
podcast. My
Mm.
daughter's a tech girl. She's the quote unquote in her mind, right? Like
Yeah.
she calls herself Princess Too Loud, right? She's 10. And
Pretty funny.
she's Princess Too Loud.
I thought that was your nickname. That's what Matt always calls you.
That
Just princess.
Matt, you weren't
Just princess.
Matt, you weren't supposed to tell anybody that. That was our secret, bro.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
We're still
Oh,
live.
dude,
Okay.
come on, you
Oh,
crossed
no,
the
okay.
line, bro. You crossed the line. No, but man, dude, if I tell my daughter, like, hey, baby, I don't want you playing no more games today. Like, I just want you to chill with me. Like, let's just chill. Let's sit at the table and talk. Man, all of a sudden she's getting her notebook. She's drawing, and my daughter
Yeah.
draw. Like, she's drawing. She's writing stuff. She's reading her books. Like, she's playing with Legos. Man, my daughter never plays with toys ever, unless I stop her from electronics. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, she wants to play with her younger siblings. She wants to play with them and have fun and pretend cooking and do all this stuff with them. And it's like, when I see that, I'm like, dude, am I stopping her by feeling like on one side, I'm like, I got to give her everything that I never had as a kid.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, but at the same time, am I ruining her by doing that?
It's not
Like,
easy being a parent. You always have
it's
to
such
figure,
a hard
you're like, am I
balance,
making the
right?
right decision? I'm not going to speak into
Oh.
whether I don't think you're ruining anybody. I don't know you personally, but I don't think it sounds
No,
like
I
you're
don't think I
fantastic.
am. I try my
Yeah.
best, right? Like, and I know that it's valuable for her to learn tech, like, especially where we're going, where we are, where
Yeah.
we're going.
Being competent.
know,
Yeah.
It's very important. Like, my daughter is very computer savvy,
Mhm.
and I think that that's very important. But I also think there is validity to slowing down sometime. It doesn't, like you say, like, right? You don't always have to be go, 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 go. Sometimes just enjoy what's around. That's why, see, for me, a big thing for me is camping. And that's why I love going camping with my kids.
Yeah.
It's because, like, all of this stuff is gone. You know what? Like, let's look how beautiful the sky is. Let's look at the lake. Like, let's walk through this forest and look how gorgeous all these trees are. And like let's just enjoy the fresh air. Come out here, let's cook and talk. And like, I love that, right? It's such a genuine experience, right? And in a way, I'm trying to recreate memories that I have with my family,
Mhm.
right? My father, my grandparents, and because certain things, like I think it's funny, I'm 38 years old and I can still remember going canoeing with my grandfather when I was 6, but there's things that I can't remember that I did last week. But that's
Yeah.
because those things were so precious to me, and I want that for my kids too, right?
Well,
So
and we still, that's the thing that I think is all this is, you're talking about your kids and you're like, I take the TV away and she's drawing, she's doing these things. It's incredible. Like I get to see the beautiful girl I have I
yeah,
get to see her mind come out of its shell because the TV's off. I think us as adults, we still have that in us too. We just don't
yeah.
turn the TV off. And so that's my
Yeah.
fight is I'm trying to turn
That's a
the
great
TV
point.
off and I'm trying to help shake other people and be like, what if you turned off the TV for a little bit? What would it feel like? Right? Not literally the TV, but like the life, the
Just
always
whatever,
screen.
yeah.
What
The
would
high
that feel
speed.
like?
Yeah.
What if it wasn't convenient? What if you only wrote with pen and paper for a to-do list? How would you remember things? Would you? What if when someone said something and you're like, I don't know the actor in that movie? What if you didn't look it up? Would anything
So
change?
funny. Me and my brother, a lot of times, like my brother will come through, and I love this. I love being close with him here, and so he'll come over, and he's just like, come outside, and we'll have we'll sit outside and drink a beer or two,
Yeah.
right? But like we'll like put all our electronics are down, and we're just conversing, right? We're
Mhm.
like just conversing, just talking about all kind of stuff. And then like in the conversation, I'll be like, oh, you remember that guy? Oh, what's that guy's name? Oh, dang, what's the guy's name? And then like he'll try to reach for his phone, or I'll try to reach for my phone. Like, no, put it down. Put it down. We
Yeah.
gotta remember. Like, come on, what's his name? What's his name? And we might be there stupidly, like 5-10 minutes. Like, we could have had it in 10 seconds, the answer, right?
That's pretty
But it
funny.
feels good to like push yourself because, like, bro, I don't want, the accessibility of this stuff to limit my capacity to think and remember.
Yeah,
Right?
and I'm not
Like-
gonna sit here and demonize people who use phones and iPads. Yeah, who am I?
And no,
I'm just-
it's not about that,
No,
right?
it's not about that. But the message that I try to send is that I think there's value in being inefficient. There's intention behind that. I think there's value in slowing down, and I think that maybe convenience is maybe just a little bit overblown. Maybe it's a lie. Some of it might be a lie. Maybe that convenience isn't helpful, and I mean, we've lost game stores because of Amazon, and game stores are the best, right? Like local game shops, you could go in and talk to people, and like you meet that weird
they
person.
actually knew what you were talking about.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
dude, it's like
And
you
we
can't go
lost it.
into a store and they're actually knowledgeable on
Exactly.
what you're talking about anymore.
And we're losing good
Like-
food ingredients because of quick shopping, Walmart order to door, small mom and pop shops aren't showing up. You're not getting the good spices anymore. Like we're losing it,
Yeah.
And it's
Chain
because
restaurants taking over everything, and
right. It's
Yeah,
convenience.
yeah.
And I just don't think, a lot of us parents, we're always complaining about we don't have enough time. And so when we're given more time, we just kind of pack it with more things because now stuff is so much easier to stack on top of itself. I'm just fighting to slow down a little bit. And maybe we're a little bit slower. Inconvenience, struggles, and hardships create opportunities of growth without facing adversity. Everything is just coasting. There, yeah, 100%. I agree big time on that one. I think, we don't have to willingly put ourselves into bad situations. We all know that person, but just taking a step back and slowing down.
No, I think it's important, right? Like slowing down is not always like just like I don't know how to say it. Like it's something valid about remaining sharp, right?
Mhm.
Like keeping yourself sharp. And these tools should be enhancements for us. They shouldn't be a crutch. They should be an enhancement. Because we could get really far with this stuff. With our access to information, we have access to information kings and queens dreamed of.
We have
a
everything at our
centuries ago,
fingertips.
right? Like, so I think like, but at the same time, like, let's not allow this stuff to cripple us. Let's not become so comfortable that we lose our own ability to be an asset, because we are an asset. We are our biggest asset. I
Well,
think
yeah,
it's really,
Yeah.
really, really important to just like separate sometimes and just take some time. Look, dude, I woke up today at 5 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, and that's not a regular occurrence for me.
Oh, okay.
Or-
I was
I
like,
don't-
I'm a 5 a.m. guy, so like I was like, oh yeah, cool, man, me too.
no, that's not regular for me, dude.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think I'm gonna try to. So I have really bad sleep. Like I can lay in bed with nothing in my hand, doing nothing, and lay there for 5 hours without falling asleep.
Mm.
I have really bad sleep habits. So, but anyways, I would like to get more into this, but I woke up at 5 a.m., dude, and I was so productive, bro. Like, it was just like, man, dude, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
I waste so much time because like I'm like sleeping half the day, then I get up and it's like I'm not really being super productive, bro. I'm like writing scripts, I'm freaking doing thumbnails, making notes, I'm cooking breakfast, making coffee. Like I'm like, dude, I really got to get back into a habit of just trying to get uncomfortable with being comfortable, because I like that side of me, like being productive, doing things, right? And it's nothing wrong with being comfortable sometimes, right? Like I got
No.
this big plush couch. It's crazy. It's stupid. You sit on it and you're sleeping like in seconds. It's like you have that sleep disease. Like you're talking and you're just like the couch does this to you. Like it's ridiculous. That has its place, right? But I think also there's a place for keeping yourself uncomfortable. And so I man, dude, I really enjoyed this conversation, dude. It's been eye opening a lot.
I'm glad. It sometimes comes across as I'm just telling people to delete everything, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that.
No, there's a point there. So I was thinking about when you guys were talking about this. So my 16-year-old, he's just got his car, and I'm like teaching him how to change his oil and how to change a tire, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, Dad, why are we doing this? What do you mean? Why are we doing this? Well, don't we have AAA? Yep. And guess what? If you get a flat tire, I expect you to change it instead of calling AAA. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not paying money. I already pay for your car, pay for insurance. I'm not paying money to change your oil. You're going to change your oil. Every time it needs to be an oil change, I'll sit here with you and you change your oil. This time I'm going to hold your hand. The next time I'm standing and watch you. And I'll smack him in the back of the head when he's doing not when he's half-assing. He's like, well, I got YouTube. I'm like, no. I was raised by a mechanic. I grew up a car guy. You're not going to let YouTube teach him how to change his oil. It's just not going to work for me. And these are things that we all grew up doing. They're second nature to us. And now these are things that are considered like desired skills because they've lost that. So I think it's different. It has to do with the times. So my dad,
Dude, I went to get an oil change on my truck the other day, man.
uh,
$160, dude.
heck no, hell no.
$160. I'm like, bro, my truck is lifted. You don't even need a
You
lift.
walk
Like,
underneath it.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is some freaking unscrew the freaking the freaking bit and drain it and pour some oil in
Yeah.
it, bro. Like, what are you charging me $160 for, dude? I'm like, no, I'll do it myself, bro. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
no,
Like,
I'm not.
do it
My son's gonna
myself,
do it.
man.
So there is benefits though, because my dad, who's in his late 70s, very, very. I mean, you don't meet a more traditionally machismo token Puerto Rican than my dad, right? He's just old school. Men take care of everything outside the house. Women take care of everything inside the house. Just very. You do. There's nothing that you need to pay people to do that you can't do yourself. My dad's
Mhm.
mentality. So if he's gonna do something and he doesn't know, he's gonna look it up on YouTube, but he's gonna do it. You know what I mean? But it's not like it's different than my teenage son doing it. It's because my dad will try anything by hand, whereas now it's just not there. And I think there's merit to what you guys are talking about doing those things and using your brain for them as opposed to having them done for you or doing it. I definitely think there's a valid point to that. I don't know. I just was listening to you guys talk about it, and I could see what your point was in that, and I dig it. I get it. The other side to that is that, again, because of what I do for a living, I can't function without tech.
Mhm.
And I'm with you. I get up at 5 a.m. every day, and it's
Yeah.
just habit. I'm at the point now in my old age that even if like I'm off tomorrow, I'm gonna be up. Sleeping in for me is gonna be 6:30.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's if the dog lets me sleep, because I get up
You
at
know,
5
the
a.m.
funny part is for me, Matt's gonna get up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to his dog, and I'm gonna be telling him good morning, but I haven't even been to sleep yet.
Yeah, and and he does that while I'm driving to work, and he'll send me a message. I'm like, bro, are you still up? And he's like, yep. You know what I
That's
mean? And I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, he's
I
insane, man.
can't.
Yeah.
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 If I stay up late, it doesn't mean I'm waking up late. It just means I'm getting less sleep. Because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
waking up at 5
my wife
regardless.
spoils me, dude. My wife spoils me. She like comes in the morning and makes me extra comfortable. Like, oh, let me tuck you in a little.
No, it's like 5:15. My wife's kicking me out of bed. Go make me money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's the only time in my whole house they don't start waking up till about 6:30. So I get up at like
That was the other nice thing about being up at 5, dude. It was so chill. Like
it's so
there
quiet.
was no, bro, in a household of 7 people. Like, let me tell you,
Mhm.
5 a.m. is a gift.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I get it,
bro.
man. I get it.
Oh my goodness.
Again,
dude.
I want to reiterate. I love what you guys are doing. I love the emulation space. I think that gaming is great because it's like what you wear. Everyone has their own style.
Oh,
Everyone has their
dude.
own way to do it. They all, they like to customize things and do different ways. I love that. I adore it. Right. I played through Yoshi's Island with other people. I played Yoshi's Island on my Switch too. Other people played it on original hardware. We all played Yoshi's Island. It was a great experience. We had stories to tell about it. Right. At the end of the day,
Wait, is Yoshi's Island on the virtual console on the
Yeah.
Switch 2?
Yeah.
it's a Super
Oh,
Nintendo.
sweet,
SNES.
dude.
It's one of the SNES games.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And it's great. Someone wants to use save states, fast forwards, cheats, 4 times experience. Get after it. Have a great time. It doesn't matter to me.
Out, Matt.
It doesn't matter to me. Again, I'm no one special here. The only question I want people to ask themselves is, am I moving too fast that I'm missing what is around me? That's it. And I think that even if it's one day you decide to go slower, hey, it's probably gonna be a day something's gonna taste better, something's gonna smell better, something's gonna look cooler.
Oh,
And maybe it'll be 2 days next time. That's it. I think that we
I'll tell you what, it's something special when I go out to those. Like, we like hardcore camp. Like, we'll go out in the middle of the woods and make our own campsite. And it's something special about just sitting out there and hearing no vehicles, hearing nobody else, like lighting that fire, splitting that wood, like, putting that coffee on there. We make Western coffee. Like, we just get a big water and chuck grains in there and freaking let it settle to the bottom and scoop some out the top. And, man, but it's so peaceful. You get that morning dew, and like, oh man, it's
and you just
gorgeous,
sit there.
That's it, dude.
You're looking at nothing, and it's amazing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll bring a handheld out there with me, but it's not the first thing on my mind when I wake up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe somewhere throughout the day, I'll sit by that fire and I'll pull out my little Miyoo and like, oh man, let me get a little Mario in right here.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's gorgeous, right? And but man, it's something about that experience, just separating from the highway, because that's our life now, right? It's like we live on this highway, and we're always going highway speed. So dude, it is something about just coasting, and
yeah, you get it. You understand.
I've enjoyed this podcast, bro. Thank you very much for coming and chilling with us, man. And I know we enjoyed it, Matt too, because dude, we had so many topics and news items.
We didn't cover any of them.
We didn't touch one news item. Like, we didn't touch one. Like, man, so much stuff that we had in our spreadsheet to go over that we didn't even touch it, dude. And you know what? I'm happy to not touch it, bro, because I enjoyed this experience. It was a genuine experience, and I hope to see you back on here sometime. And
He's got to
thank you
come back
so
on
much.
after he plays with his Thor. He's got a Thor coming, so he's got to come back
Yeah.
on so he can tell
Oh
us
yeah,
about
yeah,
his
yeah. I
Thor.
do want to
He's
know about
never
that
set up
experience.
emulation on an Android device before.
Never once.
Oh, hit us up, brother.
So,
Hit us up.
That's
dude.
gonna
never-
be that's gonna
I've
be a
never
lot
done
of
it.
fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Handheld console, dude. Download handheld console.
Okay, I forgot.
Um,
There's a couple people in Discord.
I'll send you a
are
DM. I'll send you a
Okay, yeah.
DM with some of the first things you should get. And
Yeah. No, I'm.
Rob's got a bunch of handhelds, Android handhelds he's set up too. I think he's got RP5 and he's got right. Rob was on last week. He said he had RP5.
Yeah,
and
yeah. And he
had a
lives.
slide.
He doesn't live near me at all, but he lives in the state. He's like 3 hours.
in this
3 hours away.
extra huge, biggest state in America, state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same. It's all the same to me. They all look the same. The states they all look up there.
Yeah, he's like 3
It's like
hours.
20 minutes away. From me. He's like 20 minutes from me.
dude.
Yeah, it's all like 20 minutes away. Yep, with their hippie coffee.
All
and
hippies,
stuff.
man.
They all drink the coffee that the cats poop out the beans and stuff. It's all the same.
I love it, dude.
You guys got to try it. It's the worst thing you'll ever
No,
taste.
it
for
seems the
anything,
worst,
bro.
and for that, I don't need to try
Yeah, I'm
it.
not drinking it. Listen, I told you a couple weeks ago when we talked about this. My Green Mountain coffee that I brew in my and what is that thing called? My wife has too long. The
Keurig.
Keurig. Yeah, that's it, bro. I got one brand of coffee, one flavor. That's all I drink.
If we ever meet in person, I'll make you a cup. I always have coffee gear on me, so I can make you a cup on the spot.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat up, and I have a backpack full of handhelds. And he pulls out
I have a hand
you call it,
grinder. I
Cordova?
have a pour over.
The
I have
Nimbus Fila?
everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it all.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
Amazing.
All I want to do with people is sit down, talk, and drink coffee. That's it. That's all I want to do.
That's the
So-
best, dude.
I love it. I love it,
Yeah.
brother. I love it.
All right, guys. Well, this has been fun. Thank you, everybody,
so
for
much for
joining
joining
us.
us.
We really appreciate y'all. Look out.
Thank you,
for
Deck
next
Daddies, for
week.
joining us and supporting us
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
Too. You guys
yes.
are awesome.
Yes. And I just want to make a special announcement really quick. Next week, we're gonna do something super, super fun on the channel.
Yes. Tune in.
It's gonna
Tune
be
in. Hopefully,
our yearly wrap
JD's
up
gonna
for our first
participate.
year.
Yeah.
And
so,
it's gonna be super fun. Like Avengers level next episode. So look out for that. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy y'all weekend. God bless. Thank you.